Resident Evil Roleplay.
Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Resident Roleplay. This is a show where a group of friends and I get together and play homebrewed tabletop RPG set in the world of Resident Evil. I'm your host and GM, and welcome back everybody. I see Lauren just made it back.
Yeah, that was like an awkward pause. Hi.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, hello, what I missed? I was muted.
Well, you just missed the intro is all. So,
That's fine.
yeah, nothing much. That being said, are you guys ready to get straight into the action, or
Yeah.
anything we need to
pretty
talk
much
about?
ready.
Yeah, I think we talked a good bit before the stream, so hopefully we're all prepared now. Alright, so
I think we're good.
previously on Resident Roleplay, in the aftermath of the incident at the Feliciano estate, your party of survivors raided the house of your former comrade Emil in search of information on him. There you found many notes regarding his long-term plans to manipulate the party, as well as glances into his extremist worldview. So, I guess with that was sort of like the hard confirmation that he is no longer the man you once knew. But on your way out, you ran into a squad of well-armed soldiers, led by Emil's old friend, Eddie Lopez. And as soon as the situation devolved into a firefight, the squad attempted to retreat as they called in an airstrike to destroy the house. And after killing the soldiers, you narrowly escaped on Chauncey's custom car, the Black Betty, before the area was bombarded. So over the next few months, Chauncey worked at converting the Feliciano estate into Camp Clancy for the BSAA. Katara finally earned her tenure at her college and was offered the chance to head up the science department as the college sought university status. Sarah quit her job as a nurse in order to join the BSAA and soon found deployment at Camp Clancy. And Chauncey took the opportunity to walk around his new base and learn some of the ways and opportunities to improve it. However, it wasn't long before the party reconvened for a new assignment, one that the BSAA is calling Operation Atlantis. And Atlantis, of course, is the underwater habitat where Nuria currently works and resides, and it seems Atlantis has gone dark following a distress signal. So, that being said, you guys all got back together and, found transport. And after a 10-hour flight in a C-130, you arrive at a NATO base in Athens, Greece. This is actually the same base that you guys deployed to Terra Grigia from about a year prior. Well, I guess some of you.
Half the party.
Yeah, half the party at this point, yeah. So this is familiar for those of you who were there in Terra Grigia. But according to your internal body clock, it is currently 11 p.m. But you arrive at 6 a.m. and in the next day in the local time. So the sun has just dawned on this seaside outpost as a number of, Greek troops begin taking up posts and training and jogging around the camp.
Could I have been sleeping on the way?
Sure, yeah, you could have.
Well, I mean,
it's
how
a
long was
10-hour flight, so yeah, you guys certainly
Yeah,
could have
we-
gotten a long rest over the course of that.
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
long rest times.
Yeah. Although it would have been pretty early for your body clocks, because you guys left around around noon. But still, yeah, a couple of hours into the flight after some toss and turn, and some of you might be able to find some shut-eye, not the most comfortable of sleeping situations, but again, familiar for some of you. But, oh, yikes.
Nope.
Same.
Welcome wagon.
There's a big freaking freaking truck idling outside my window. I can hear right now.
Well, we were just hearing the fire engine.
Yeah, so you guys...
you getting any of that when we arrive in Greece?
None of that, but you arrive at this base. You see a couple of helipads with some helicopters ready to transport you. Of course, the local officers kind of direct you to it. They know what you're here for.
Yep. I mean, we already made all our plans at Camp Clancy, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Now,
Because
somebody remind me really quick. Who all did you guys bring with you? Because I know there was some discussion about what the
Oh, yeah.
makeup
I think we
was
just
gonna
took the
be.
party.
Is it just the party? Is that what
Yeah.
it ended up being? Okay.
yeah,
it was
a
just
small
party.
unit, and then I think in game we decided to bring a medic with us, which is the full party.
Yeah.
The only
rather,
medic
in-world-
that was available at the time.
In world, we're like, we need a medic.
Because I know Katara hinted at least one more person
I would.
that
I
we could
wanted.
have. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like 4. So we already have 4. And then we have the driver. Or,
Oh, yeah, what was-
Yeah.
What? How big was the submersible that we're using?
It was never specified of actually.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's why. I think that's why. Like, I don't know if we like fully.
We went with less
figured that
amount of
out.
people's. Yeah, we went with less amount of people because we didn't. We want to take as many survivors as possible with us.
Okay.
That was the main reason. And plus, we'll be in tight quarters with too many people. We would.
Yeah,
end up
we don't
shooting
wanna-
each other in the foot.
Mhm.
And also, we just don't want to shoot too much. We have to keep in mind this is a pressurized
Yeah.
Yep.
the whole thing.
It was
I have
tight-
my-
tight.
I'll just say like I have my baton out. So
All right.
And I took Chauncey's other knife, so now I've got I'm rocking the double knife. So
actually, let me look at this real quick.
and Raph, I still want that feature, by the way.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that later on. But
Oh,
So-
that's right. It's light. So can't I wield a pistol and
yeah, you could
the
wield
baton
another
at the
light
same-
weapon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, if you want, oh, you better not lose it. I just bought this thing. You can borrow mine since I have 2 knives out.
Which knives?
Well, I have a karambit and a combat knife, but my pistol you can borrow.
Oh, I already have one.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say,
Yeah.
if you need a pistol, like you can borrow mine since I'm not using it. I would be going knife and pistol as well, but I'm trying to keep my firearms to a minimum.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll have the pistol and baton pretty much ready.
All right.
By the way, does anybody in the party? I guess this will be asked during all the prep work. Does anybody have a launcher? Not the thing that Emil had,
Hypo
because
gun?
I've got a trank dart, hypo gun, because I've got a
Hypo gun.
trank dart, and we also have a steroid. If we don't want to stab people with these, we want to shoot them. Does anybody have a hypo gun?
Nope.
I don't know if anybody does.
No.
Okay.
No, we left that go away.
What? Yeah. No, I don't have the hypo gun. Oh man, and I could have.
I could too. I have launchers proficiencies. I just don't have any launchers on.
I
me.
completely forgot that that's a launcher.
Well,
Dang.
that's something you guys will have to look into when you get back to hub
Yeah.
area.
Yep.
So what do you
But
guys?
it's okay.
Launchers.
We're not gonna have any. I don't think we should purchase one unless we have somebody who can make more of these.
Right.
But-
right.
We have them, so
Yep. All right. Cool. Well, we'll deal with that later then.
So yeah, I think we're just going.
All right. So you guys hitch a ride on one of the helicopters. One of the local pilots gives you a ride out to the island that you'll be deploying from. So,
I had a question though. Was there any armory nearby before we left?
not one that's willing to share its contents with you. This is just for like a little local supply for their troops, but
Okay.
unfortunately. But you guys hitch your ride with the helicopter pilot who flies you out to the island, and you arrive at basically this small rocky kind of island with a beach facing the ruins of Terra Grigia out in the distance. You kind of see it against the morning sun.
How many years has it been since TeknoAXE reached you?
Only 1 year, actually. About a year,
Huh.
close to a year and a half ish. Because it was in at some point in the middle of this year that the events of Resident Evil Revelations would have happened, where Chris and Jill brought to light the dirty schemes of the FBC's involvement in that incident. But yeah, so it hasn't been an incredibly long time, but it's still, you see the ruins off in the distance are still in a great deal of decay because the entire city got scorched, and basically you just see large pieces of rubble just kind of sticking out of the middle of the sea at various points. But the helicopter touches down at this island and allows you, the pilot gives you guys a chance to offload, as he's just gonna stand behind or wait behind with the craft. But as you guys exit onto this beach, you hear seagulls squawking in the distance as the aroma of sand and salt water fills your nose. You see a small...
Shoot one of the seagulls. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, as you guys kind of plant your feet on some soft sand, you see there's a small, like, wooden cabin with a small radio telescope affixed on the roof. That looks to be some sort of shoreside outpost. But you also see off on the beach by this, just sort of sitting atop this craft that's floating in the water. There looks to be an individual waiting there.
Do any of us know him, or is he from this outpost?
None of you recognize this individual, but as you get closer, you see it's actually a she. You see this just gorgeous and mature-looking lady with just high cheekbones, smooth, pale skin, and she has straight, shoulder-length blonde hair, and she's wearing a black tactical wetsuit with kind of gray highlights here and there.
I go up and introduce myself.
I'm trying to imagine. I'm trying to put together this image. I'm like, wait, do I know her?
Yeah. None of you guys recognize her, but yeah. So Chauncey, you walk up,
Yep.
and she's just sort of like sitting atop this craft casually that's floating in the water, just like picking at a apple with a kukri, and yeah.
So we can now see the size of the craft then.
Yeah, you do see it. It looks to be like a fairly large craft. It would be considered, I guess, size huge as far as constructs go. But she's, just sitting on the upper half of it, which is protruding out of the water, and she sees you approach, and she's just like, Guten Tag.
Yeah, where can we get one of those wetsuits?
Oh, I'm afraid this is the only one this is the only one I have. You must be... she looks around at all of you and fixes her eyes on Chauncey, who's like the most officious looking. But she's like, you must be Captain Clancy with the North American branch?
I extend my hand and yes, you're right.
And she hops down and shakes your hand. She's just like, my name is Agent Cartwright. I'm with the European branch. I was told to escort you to Atlantis.
All right, Cartwright?
This is Cartwright, yeah.
European.
All right, well... You sure you don't have any one of those wetsuits?
Oh, I'm afraid not. You should put in the water from HQ, so this is...
Nope, it's gonna take too long. Let's go. I'm just gonna, like... try to get up to the craft.
Okay, yeah, you have to wade into the water a little bit, and you get like up to your knees before you could get a grip on the craft and start climbing onto it. And there is like
Good
a
thing
hatch.
my boots are waterproof.
Hey, you do find like the hatch in the roof that is currently open.
I'm just gonna climb in.
All right.
Do I see, is it just sitting in the water, or is there like a little dock that leads to it?
There is like a little dock off to the side.
So I'll walk the driveway.
Wait, so then why did I walk to the water?
Well, I mean, it's a good distance from the dock. Like, you'd still... I mean, it might require an athletics check to get there from the dock or something, but, like, it's not very, very close to it.
Oh, I'm doing it. I'm sorry. I gotta try to stay dry.
just like dive into the hole.
Hey, I'm just gonna have
Can I throw
Katara
an
go through the
athletics
water.
on it?
Oh, what was that for Qatar?
I'm just gonna have her go through the water and climb up.
Yeah, you just wade through the water and just climb on up.
You said athletics.
Yeah,
check
athletics
for me,
if you
right?
want to try and jump from the
9.
So you attempt to jump from the dock, in order to keep yourself dry. You leap from there and outstretch your arms in trying to get a grip on the side, but you end up like slamming into the side of this submersible and then just like falling, and sploosh, you guys hear outside as he gets completely submerged in the water.
Mr. G was in first, so he's inside of this thing, and all he hears is. Dunk.
Leaves Cartwright's there to pick me up, right?
You see her kind of like giggling at you as you poke your head out of the water, and she's just like, "Oh, you all right there, cowboy?"
The hell was that?
The captain seems to have had some sort of a fall. I think we should be all right, though.
Lisa, were you gonna say something?
Yeah, this might be a bad idea.
Love it when you start every sentence with that.
Every sentence.
Seeing that her captain just attempted it, she's also going to attempt it.
All right, make an athletics
Is this
check.
how we do it at the FPC? is
Or
this FPC protocol? Oh yeah, the BSA. Is this BSA protocol?
Hold on a second.
Keep high and dry, ladies and gentlemen. That's our motto.
Nice!
All right, so
She's fired.
so you make the leap over from the dry pier and just like, and you like collide against the side of the craft, but you manage to get a grip on the top and just hoist yourself up and just do a quick chin up in order to get yourself onto the top and down into the hole.
The hell was that? Oh, okay.
Hi. So I just basically watched him do it and marked down mental notes what not to do. Got it.
I had like 100 pounds of guns.
And heavy
Chauncey
armor.
was way down. Chauncey was way down by his ego.
She runs light for a reason.
All right, so you all funnel into the into the submersible. Agent Cartwright joins you all and heading inside, and you see her start like fiddling with the controls and start flipping some switches and getting this thing operational.
I would like to watch to make sure I'm able to. Would a pilot proficiency?
I was gonna
work
say,
for a
yeah.
submersible?
I think I would say anybody with proficiency with pilot or driving, could easily like observe what she's doing and get like the gist of how this thing operates.
Okay, yeah, I want to make sure that just in case, I'll at least know how to, pull this out of the driving parking lot.
No, you jot down mental notes. Yeah, I'll say with your piloting proficiency, that's a pretty rudimentary thing for you to do, being that you're trained in, operating unconventional crafts. So, yeah, you guys all filter inside, and Agent Cartwright, as she's getting it all booted up, she's just like, I don't believe I know any of your names. I've only just been assigned here.
That's too bad.
I was told that Captain Clancy would be here and he would be bringing a team, but
Yes. Captain Clancy is here. He brought his team. That is actually, yeah. I know Sarah's name, right?
Yeah. I think.
yeah, you were there when they
That's-
first met.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he bugged her house or something.
Well, I'm going to. It hasn't happened yet.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm trying. No, I did. I did get the basic information. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
you know.
That's Captain Clancy. That's Agent Black. or the rest of the team?
I'm Katara.
Okay, Agent Black, Katara, nice to meet you. So, and she continues, like, flicking some of the controls. She's like, so what all do you know about this, Atlantis, facility?
All eyes go to Katara.
Right?
She's just, well, someone important to me works down here, and, and the most I know is, and then just kind of goes over just the tiny bit that she went over in the war room.
Right. And she's just like, okay, so it sounds like you have some information. Just to fill you in on the details, Atlantis is a semi-autonomous underwater habitat. Now, in regards to pressure, you mentioned that as well. The air pressure actually inside the habitat is equal to the water pressure outside of it, and this allows it to have an opening in the bottom without the water rushing in. And so you needn't worry too much about setting off the offsetting the pressure with your firearms. Also, the being that it's a viral research facility, the designers were well aware that firearms may be necessary in the event of an outbreak, and so the hull is quite reinforced and bulletproof, so no need to worry about punching holes. Just try to avoid placing any shots near windows.
Well, make sure my sidearm is loaded and my everything's out just in case. Cause like, oh, okay, well, all right then.
He speaks my kind of language.
Yes, and you will find some basic armaments in the back of this craft, and you look in the back, and you do find some compartments that seem to be loaded with some sort of cartons of ammo.
Whoa.
It's all
Did you say
there.
cartons of ammo?
Yeah, there's a handful of cartons of ammo. And she points out, she's like, and of course, this is deep underwater, so explosives are quite off the table if you don't want to drown us all. And I guess I'm looking at you, grenade launcher girl.
She's just like, it's filled with acid, but at the same time, I'm not going to use it. I have other things.
Oh, that's good to hear. Well, if you do want to use it, there may be some alternatives in the compartments. I don't know, I haven't searched them too thoroughly.
Okay, she's going to look.
Alright, so looking back there are 29mm rounds, 10 12-gauge rounds, 6 .357 Magnum rounds, and also 6 40mm electric rounds.
Oh,
All right, this is perfect.
you guys know what to do with that.
So I'm gonna.
I don't.
So I think what I'm gonna do here is just unload my launcher with the acid rounds and just put all the other rounds in
Alright.
for electric.
Can you
So-
fit 6? That's a
Yep. Capacity
nice.
6.
that's your upgrade
You
level,
have-
right?
Yep.
You have a handgun, don't you, Tara?
Yes, I do.
You have my bandolier as well, right?
Yep.
You are now filling it with 50 9mm shells.
You said 15?
50.
50.
Oh,
so a
39
full
millimeter.
stack.
Full stack.
A full stack.
Yeah, the full stack.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting Magnum ammo, so I
Actually,
had that
right.
spot open.
Can
Now
I
do.
really quick take 15 of that 9mm so just I can fill up my stack?
Sure.
Yes, do whatever you want.
Well,
with it.
off Katara.
Oh, yeah.
Katara, is that alright?
What's going on?
Can I take 15 off the top of that stack?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I haven't had a random, just loose stack of 357. How much is in a stack? The max stack I can carry?
Not quite sure. It
Was
should
it
be in
6?
the rule book, in the section on the ammunition.
Yeah.
But while you're figuring that out, Cartwright continues messing with the controls, and she's like, okay. And she walks back past you guys, goes up the ladder, and just closes the hatch and seals it really quick. She's like, we're ready to dive whenever everyone is all good.
Yep. I think we're good to go.
Perfect.
Very well. And she starts taking one of the throttles and just like lowers it and begins pushing some of the controls. And out the front glass windshield at the nose of this submersible, you see it gradually start descending into the water. And it's kind of interesting as a view to see like the water level just flat against, as a line against this windshield, and then just like slowly submerging into the water. And then you see these lights shoot on at the front, and the craft begins descending. And it descends for a fair bit, and you guys travel about a mile from the shore and descend to 60 feet below the surface. And this process takes you about 5 minutes, not a very long travel to get there. But you guys see out that front windshield, as you guys approach your destination, a large two-tiered industrial looking structure with 4 supports coming out of the bottom and connecting it to the sea floor. And this, you gather, is Atlantis, and you don't see it until the lights shine on it, because it gets rather dim at these levels, and even now you can't see too far ahead, but you do see the structure as you approach. And you do see that there is some sort of wire also connecting the structure to another structure that's floating at the surface far above you.
A wire, you said?
Yeah, it looks to be a wire of some sort. You're not entirely sure what it is, but you see that.
When we were topside, did we see any other structures that could correspond to?
Well, it was about a mile out, so it would have been a little bit
Like when
difficult to see, but...
So like we didn't pass over it when we were flying or anything?
No,
So
you guys were
different angle?
doing the travel, like, mostly underwater.
No, when we came in.
When you were flown in by the
when we
helicopter,
flew in
that's
this
right.
morning, yeah.
Yeah, you probably would have been able to see that there was like a buoy type of structure floating out in the middle somewhere between that island and Terra Gricia.
Okay, so that's more like that's like a marker type thing. Just like, here is Atlantis. Don't drop anything. Don't drop any depth charges in this general area. Well, how do I get the idea of like if we passed over? Can I make that? Like how big was the structure up top?
Make a science check.
I have no idea.
No, yeah, you're not quite sure.
So I don't remember how big this structure is. I don't know.
It was, yeah. I mean, it looked like just like a regular sized buoy, maybe a little bit larger, but it was hard to tell from the air without.
Okay. So it was
on it.
roughly the size of a buoy.
Yeah.
Roughly. Okay. I'm making sure it wasn't like you could fit a house on it.
No, yeah, nothing quite that large.
Okay.
But the submersible continues diving and makes its way before floating down underneath the facility, sort of under the lower level and in the midst of these 4 legs that are, again, connecting it to this sea floor at this point. And Agent Cartwright sort of brings it to a resting stop as you feel it make contact with the facility above you. And you see, like, on all the dials on the dashboard of this submersible, lots of little measurements are ticking and, moving. And you get the sense, as you guys have been diving, that, the interior air pressure of the submersible has actually been acclimating you to the pressure of these depths, which, as she mentioned earlier, is also the interior air pressure of the Atlantis facility.
Our ears pop at some point, and it's just like,
Yeah. So, as she settles in there, she's like, okay, it should be safe to open the hatch now. Welcome to Atlantis.
All right, let's go to work.
Let's. And you see her draw a handgun and just like, just cock the slide.
I say, all right, let's go to work, but I have to wait for everyone else to get out first so I can be in the back.
I know.
So who's leading the way out of this thing?
Does Cartwright look tanky? Does she look strong?
I mean, she looks slim.
Okay.
Agile, maybe.
Okay. Does she look like she can lift more than me?
Does she look like she's built to be an agent class?
And she just like tells you guys, she's like, well, I'm certainly no front runner, so whoever wants to go first into the infected underwater abyss place.
I'm
I'm just
guessing.
gonna have Katara go forward.
Well, just really quick. We can see the interior of Atlantis now, right?
Not visually, because you guys are underneath it right now. The submersible is underneath it, so you guys are just kind of looking out into the water.
Oh, we haven't docked yet?
You have docked, but you exit upwards.
Oh, so we can't
We're in
see.
the moon
Okay.
bay.
Okay.
Well, I'll go forward, Qatar. Don't
Okay,
worry. I always lead the way.
I'm just wondering if I might be able to do my sneak stuff, or if it's too open of an area for me to hide in.
Well, I guess you'll find out.
No. Exactly. So let's
As Chauncey, you
push everyone else out.
Yeah, you just like turn the wheel on the hatch and get it unlatched and throw it open, and you exit into a sort of wide chamber. You exit basically out of this little like square pool, essentially, and you enter into this wide chamber. You see another like sort of square pool opening on the other side, and you see some like basically shower stalls in a couple of the corners. In fact, let me go ahead and get you guys a visual of this room that you're in.
Okay.
No.
So, yeah, this chamber, and you guys exit out of this left-hand sort of opening there, and the submersible is basically just like parked right there. So the roof port of the submersible, like that little hole that you guys came out of, is basically right in the center of that square.
Mm-hmm.
But in that, it's just flat water in that opening.
So can I like just kind of like check the doors, like kind of peek in just a little bit?
Okay. Which door are you going for?
Probably go to the one over here, because I know. Yeah, I'll probably go to the one over here.
Okay. So peeking in, you see a hallway ahead of you. I'll say you could see about that far in, just from a peek. And you see, yeah, on one wall on the eastern side, there looks to be a ladder against the wall heading up to a hatch. Make a perception check.
Okay, let me go through. Nope.
No, yeah, that's all I see.
That's
That
cool.
hurt my insides.
So she's just gonna, after peeking in, just kind of close it, look over, and just go, there's a ladder over here, and it looks like there's a hallway. It kind of turns, but can't see anything else.
Is it clear?
It looked clear.
All right.
Oh yeah, let me also pull out your agent friend.
Ah.
She's just like, what you see on your end, Chauncey?
I don't know yet. I'm looking.
All right, so you're
Whoa,
taking a
hold
peek
on.
through that door.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, so make a perception check as well for your end, but I'll go ahead and reveal up as far as you see there too.
Can I use situational awareness with it for any enemies?
Sure.
Oh man, these rolls are gonna be trash. 20.
Oh, 20's not bad.
Well, yeah, but that 10 was terrible.
10 is exactly average.
That is exactly half.
So, taking a peer inside, you do see what look to be long, cold, metallic, and just generally industrial-looking walls and floors. And you see some small portholes along the left-hand wall that just kind of seem to give a view out into the dark waters beyond. With that, you also get a little bit more detail. You do see that, of course, these halls continue a bit more out of your view. But you do see that there are some narrow grates kind of along the floor. You do see puddles kind of just like around the general floors and walls of just like gray, foamy liquid.
All over the floor?
Yeah, kind of spread out generally, but here and there.
Looks like we got seafoam on the floor.
just like, huh? I
So
didn't see
speaking of can't see further into the hallways, how's the power situation looking like?
The lights seem to be on in the chamber that you're in,
But they're strongly on. They're not like flickering or damaged or anything like.
not noticeably. No, it seems pretty normal.
Okay. I'm gonna try to sneak into this room and peer around the corner
Okay.
or the hallway, I should say.
Go ahead and make a
Getting
stealth
to there.
check.
Real quick question while he's rolling stealth.
Mhm.
Do these foamy puddles look familiar to
Oh!
the puddles that we've seen in the
Okay.
past?
I will say, yeah, they do look somewhat familiar.
Okay. Can I specify that?
Okay.
Tara, these puddles look the same as look similar to what we've seen before.
She's like, huh? I didn't see any puddles.
And then I walk in.
All right. So you walk in, you see the puddles. You do see there are some. They're mostly kind of over here. There's some over here, but they're more into the hallway and a little bit more difficult to see on this end. You also see the entirety of this hall that you are currently in. Which goes on kind of up here and seems to lead around a corner up ahead.
All right.
But you do see a handful of doors in the hallway in the middle.
All right. We got some rooms. We're all speaking on Bluetooth, I imagine.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll all have Bluetooth.
Do we have cell service down here?
That's true.
Actually, you do not.
When we have when we have Bluetooth, do we have some sort of shortwave radio?
Yeah,
that
that's
can serve
true.
the same
We
purpose?
did establish, that you guys can also hook the Bluetooths up to radio. So yeah,
Oh,
if you
yeah,
have like
there is.
BSAA issue shortwave, then you guys can communicate locally.
I
Would I
forgot there
have
is no cell
shortwave?
service.
I don't have one. Would I have had one?
I mean, it was a BSAA submersible, so it was probably loaded up with some basic gear, so you could probably salvage some.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like
Some
if we
shortwaves
have the
in there.
Bluetooth, yeah, I mean,
Just
at
for-
this
yeah,
level,
just for the-
it's a radio.
Exactly, just for the
Yeah.
submersible squad, just some radios that can be taken from the submersible.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so if you've got a Bluetooth device, we can all be talking because I don't want to
Like
make
yell.
too much. I don't want to be like, it's clear.
Yeah, well, you got natural
I
20 on
see
stuff,
nothing.
so
But puddles. Yeah, but they wouldn't be able to hear me with my natural 28. Anyways,
That's true.
because it's like
It's so quiet.
I'd have to be able to yell to get everyone's attention. I'm gonna tell them about the 4 doors. Looks like there's There's 2 rooms. Something around the corner. I'm gonna go check around. If you guys wanna, I'm gonna move up around that corner.
I'm a
Cartwright sees you
before
kind of
he
putting
moves
your
up.
hand up to your ear. She's just like, "Oh, what's the situation?"
We got bubbly water. Bubbly water is bad sign.
Oh wait, she probably has
Tara.
that same shortwave radio.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Katara,
Wait,
what
the water's
does your
bad?
baton do? You said
Oh,
about having a baton. Does it do electric damage?
yep.
It's a stun
Are you
baton,
going to
right?
be using it?
Yep. I'm definitely going to be using it.
I mean, like, because if you want me to tank, if you want me to use that, so you don't have to tank up close and personal, I'm cool with it.
Oh, no, I don't mind.
Okay.
I mean-
You got frontline then? 'Cause I have
Both of you have
electric
frontline.
damage. I don't have
We have
electric
no
damage at all.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But you got Chauncey damage.
Boom, boom.
But
Mine's
this
got
is my
boom, boom
only-
damage.
This is my
Okay.
only melee.
Chauncey damage is good enough, right?
Chauncey damage is not good damage for a pressure, even a reinforced pressurized capsule. So I don't think Chauncey damage is good damage for this.
Do you want your knife back?
fight.
I still
No, I
have your-
don't think that's the kind of damage I want to do. But I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm going up here.
All right. So where was G going?
I'm in the top right corner.
Okay. So you're
Yeah,
peering around that corner.
I'm moving. Yeah, moving up to the other corner just to peek around.
All right. You see the corner leads down to a door.
Okay.
Oh.
Dead end onto this end. Looks like we got a door. Anything special about that door?
It just looks like pretty similar to all the other doors you've seen in this facility.
Okay, nondescript door.
I'm not going stealth. Just
All right.
I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna. 'Cause I already know these puddles are bad news. So like, they're gonna get me one way or the other. So I just come trotting in.
All right.
I'm going to. Are anyone else gonna do anything? Because I want to check under this door really quick. Because I'm pretty sure all these other rooms are self-contained, but I want to see where this one leads real quick.
Okay.
I have her walk in with the. I have her walk in. I don't know if stealth is. No, it's not gonna matter.
I mean, I'm basically trying to. Well, from where I'm at, do I know that the gray puddles are bad? Right? You guys said the gray puddles are bad.
Yeah, Chauncey made mention of it.
How many are they distinct gray puddles? Because I'm basically asking, can I count how many enemies I'm passing?
Not necessarily. They're all blending sort of together. It just looks like the area is generally wet.
Okay.
Mm.
There's no like wetness and then
Yeah,
gray
nothing
puddle
like
patch.
that.
No, there's no gray puddle patches.
Yeah, it just looks like it's lathered all over the place.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm peeking under this
Ooh.
door. Pull out my little out of my watch.
All right. So you pull out your optic cable and peek under the door. Actually, these doors are sealed, so you can't actually use
That's
that here because
true.
it's designed, for. Yeah, I actually don't think you could use those on these kinds of doors because these are basically like the kind of doors you would find on.
What do you call it?
ship
Not a
or
bulkhead.
submarine. Yeah, like
Bulkhead's the big doors.
yeah, it's not quite a
yeah.
bulkhead, but yeah, they are all sealed doors just in case of
That's
flooding.
true. I open it.
You try to open it.
I attempt.
All right, so you try to push it open, but you're met with some resistance. It feels like there's some sort of barricade on the opposite side. You hear, as you push it, like a little voice on the other side going, huh, what was that?
I think we have a survivor.
It's like survivor. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Voice, I think, young, female.
Did I see anything down this hallway up above me, by the way?
Oh, right. Let me get you the reveal on there. So further down that hallway, it looks to lead down into basically what looks to be a section that's kind of dedicated to a bunch of controls and panels of sorts. It seems to, well, you don't quite know what they're all for, but you see that down there.
Okay. We'll go check them out.
Okay. Yeah, you feel...
Meanwhile, Katara is strutting up behind me.
Okay. So, are you... Oh, by the way, for Chauncey, you... As you get a closer look at these controls, they just look to be, like, have measurements and whatnot on various controls about the facility that, you know, they seem to have, like, air pressure and all that kind of stuff. It looks to be just the life support system.
Okay, but like everything's reading in the green.
Yeah, for the most part. Some things seem haywire about the upper level, the B level, but
Okay.
you're not quite sure how to interpret it.
Are we A level right now?
Yeah, you guys are at the A level.
All right.
Well, this doesn't look like interesting to me, so I'm gonna go to this first door and toss it open.
Okay, you tried that door, and it also is met with barricade.
This door?
You know the drill.
Yeah.
Yep, running through the doors.
So at that door, that opens to what looks to be a residential room. It's just full of bunks. And you see in that room, basically the outside of the room is lined with bunk beds that are 3 to a stack and all bolted into the walls. And at the foot of each bunk is like a locker of sorts. But yeah, you do see a desk in one corner of the room that seems to have an open laptop on it.
Open lab.
Yeah.
You might want to come check this out.
Hello? Is someone out there?
You guys hear a muffled voice coming from the room that you tried.
Is that G and Katara?
Yeah, G and Katara would definitely hear if, you guys are right up to a door.
Well, which, because
Well,
we're
which
at two
door
different rooms
is-
right now.
Yeah.
Which room is that one coming out
It's
of?
it's coming from the one with the barricaded doors.
Oh, that's one room. Then. All right. Yeah, we got survivors. We're going in.
Yeah, we need to go in now.
All right.
So we're going in.
So
Yeah.
you're just gonna try and force
Yeah,
the door
go
open?
in.
Make a strength check.
Is there any way I could? Wait, no, it's a barricade, not a lock. This one's all you.
Can I just check, like, are all 3 of these doors connected to the same place?
You're
that
not
what
quite
you're
sure.
Oh, okay.
But we heard something coming from that room. So
like Chauncey, you would have heard it coming through here. They heard it coming through here.
Oh, okay.
we need to get in there after you.
She's just like, if somebody's in there, we're here to get you out.
You're
Banging on the door,
Yeah.
just telling them BSAA, we're here for survivors.
You hear a voice inside, just like, "Oh, that's them."
Abby, help me move the barricade.
Yeah, on it. And you hear like a bunch of scrambling on the other side, and just like as like some heavy materials are just like ground across the floor. But yeah, they get the Chauncey side open first, so you are able to enter in there. And you see what looks to be a basically dining hall that has like a couple of tables lined along the walls. And after a few more moments, they get the side with G and Katara open up as well.
I was gonna say I could just tell them to come around to this door.
Oh yeah, that too.
Come here.
Chauncey? Is that you?
It is.
Wait, if you're here, does that mean Guitar's
Step
here?
on. Yep. Step on. I know she's coming.
She's like, yeah. Comes over and just hugs. Like, oh my god, okay, you're safe. That's good. Oh my god.
You see Nuria looks a little bit roughed up. You see like a sort of dirtied, almost bloodied bandage wrapped around one of her shoulders.
She's like, what happened?
We ran down here as soon as the attack happened. The infection got out and I'm getting slaughtered. And...
Okay, calm down. Here, God, okay. So when did what happened? Were you around when everything started happening, like in the area specifically?
Well, I knew that a few people had gotten infected. We went by usual protocol and made sure everyone waited, but it kept spreading, and then people started mutating, and then
Okay. Well, all right. What matters is you're okay, and you have another survivor here, so that's good. We're here to get as many survivors out of here as possible. So,
I think Abby and I might be the only ones left.
While that's going on, G is trying this door.
All right, and yeah,
B level is spotted.
yeah. Well, it was crazy. Just things started happening real fast. We were with another one of our friends, Lucas, but I don't know what happened to him. He was up on the B level, but it was the last we saw him. Now I don't know for sure if he's infected, but there's all sorts of infected creatures all over the place.
okay. Well, the main thing is we gotta get you out, and then we gotta go look for. You said the name was Lucas?
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
And as you open that door, G, you see basically a little sick bay room with like a operating table in the center, a chest in a corner, bunch of cabinets along the
There's
walls.
nobody on the operating table, right?
No, not currently.
All right. Oh, sorry. Shut up. So you said there was no other survivors.
Yeah, well,
Not that I know of.
How many researchers were here at the facility?
There were 20 of us.
So we
Well-
got to kill 18 of them.
actually 18 of us in total. So close to 20.
So we got to
but-
kill 16 of them.
Yeah, not all researchers, various crew, technician,
How many?
I don't know.
How many staff were here total?
18 total.
18 total. All right.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
not.
we got to search for 18 of them.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about everyone. Last I saw, I mean, Lucas was the last, I suppose, human person that we saw. And besides the two of us, we've just been holding out here in this mess hall. You know,
Who was
ever
Lucas
since.
again?
He was a virologist. Worked very closely with Noria and I.
Okay, so you guys are close with this man.
Yeah, I mean, he was one of my closest friends besides Nuria.
Okay. Be prepared to let him go. This might be rough if you haven't seen him in a while. That's one against 15 other mutated. So
And you see Abby just start like her eyes start watering up, and she just looks to like coil into a ball as she sits at one of the benches on this table. She's like, "Oh, no, not Lucas.
I mean, we'll do our best, but
I mean,
this doesn't look really good.
there's got to be some sort of there's got to be hope for him. I mean, he was a spoiled rat, that one, but he was very resourceful. I'm sure. I mean, you will look for him.
We got to find survivors. If we can find survivors, then that's currently our goal. But also eliminating the infection is what we're here for. So, I think we're going to need to get going if we need to find more of them. Are you two combat proficient?
Oh, I mean, not me, love. I want to stay out of this as much as I can.
All right, we have a submersible in the shower room. You might want to hold out tight in there.
All right, sounds good. As this conversation is going on, Sarah and Mr. G, you guys hear some like slithering noises out of your ears, and you do see some shapes start to form out of those puddles on either side of the hall.
Best get going.
And you see, in an instant, now you have quite a bit of company in this hallway. This is what you're
in an instant. That's not good. I wanted to start shooting at them while they were puddles.
No, they form out of these pretty fast. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I wanted to get some free shots in while they were still forming. It's like, while they were charging up, it's just like, gotta shoot them while they're charging. You can't just let them Super Saiyan for a whole episode.
You're gonna call out what you see?
Oh yeah.
Well, hold on, let me finish dragging them all out.
Oh no, there's more. No, not cool.
Thanks.
Well,
Oh,
that's
not what I
lot
wanted to
bigger.
see.
Oh, hey. Oh, no. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Especially since I'm the closest.
Those ones were the foamy puddles, I bet.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So, you guys are surrounded on either side. I need you guys to roll for initiative.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Obviously, when that happens, it's like, all right, you better get going, and we're gonna call out hostiles.
Initiative.
Oh, what was this facility called?
Oh, come
Atlantis.
on.
What is wrong with tonight?
These rolls are dookie.
Not
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh, this is...
It's in order. 3, 2, and 1.
It's gonna be good.
Wow.
I'm the scientist going first.
Well, Katara's going first.
Yeah, well.
Also, a
Except the
scientist
science-
going
Oh, the
first.
scientists. Did you say scientists? Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, Lord.
Oof.
We're in trouble.
So can I, like, just...
The boys were going down.
These guys look like they're cake.
I'm the furthest away from danger. I don't know what you guys are complaining about. I'm okay with this. This is the first time I've been
Unless
the
they sneak
furthest
attack
away.
you from behind.
No, because I can't get through the door. They're puddle.
So, like...
Did you guys finish
so, like...
unbarricading that door?
No.
Yeah, because we walked around to the other side.
Why barricade it? We come through this way.
So, yeah,
So
you
this
guys
is like
did walk
the
around, yeah.
Okay.
So, like, did Mr. G let us know what was...
I called out. It's like, all right, you better get going, and then we'll call it hostiles as they're like.
So can I, like, pull out my... So can I, like, put out my launcher at that moment, too? Just,
Sure.
like-
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you let your rounds. We're
Yeah.
good.
So,
Yeah.
everybody go ahead and sound off on initiative.
All right. G 6. Lowest I can possibly roll.
Oh wow.
Sarah 4.
Sarah's
Chauncey's at
at
10.
hold up. Sarah's at 4.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Chauncey's at 10.
yeah. Chauncey's at 10.
Guitar is 13.
All right.
Harry is 11.
Okay. This is awkward.
Then we were talking about running before, but I don't think we can run from this.
No.
If
All
we
right.
are
These guys
all
are-
ahead
these
of
guys are
them in
cake.
initiative, then there's something really bad with our rolls tonight.
Yeah.
All right. So, top of the round, the tricorn oozes are going first, and you see these ones with these like big clawed arms like lift up their arms and start firing projectiles across this hall, and they're just like these small organic projectiles just start flailing through the air that launch out of their arms at fast speeds. So first attack is going to be against Sarah, since you're closest to that one. So it's a 22 to hit. And on the other side, one takes a shot at Cartwright with a 24 to hit. Wow, they're rolling very well. So
I see how it is.
Yeah, they are rolling really well.
So, Sarah, you take 7 points of damage, and Cartwright takes 5. And that is going to be the end of their turns. Next up is going to be the big pincers. And they are going to start moving in. That one's going to move right there. And this one is also going to move right there. And they are each going to throw down attacks. One of them is going to be towards Mr. G, and the other one against Cartwright.
I see that right there. Just like, nope, bye.
Just getting some measurements real quick.
And also, you see them start swinging their claws like very rapidly. So they get actually 2 attacks each. So one of them is actually going to split its attacks between Sarah and G. So against Sarah, there's a natural one that just like flails and
Does it jam?
Yeah, it just like gets its claws stuck in one of the grates along the floor. Against Mr. G, this is 23.
That's fine.
You take
That's fine.
12 points of slashing damage.
I'm going to roll with it and just kind of like when he slashes at me, I'm gonna like jump and roll with it and kind of like do a flip in midair and take half that damage.
Okay, you're uncanny dodging it.
Nice.
And 2 against Cartwright. Also, another natural one. The swing, man. And 16, which doesn't hit. So, doesn't hit her at all. And that is going to be the end of their turns. Next up is Cartwright's turn. And she is going to bonus action disengage. And she is going to actually she's going to action dash, so she's gonna get that far and make it around this corner. And that is going to be her turn. Next up is Katara.
Okay. So I move over. I see one out the door, peek out, look and see another few, and then see another few, and go, okay. So within, I don't know what. Okay.
G
so no,
is
so
looking
what
to
I'm-
piece out of here, by the way.
Oh, G's looking to peace out.
Mhm.
Okay, so I want to clear this area, but I think I might end up hitting Sarah, which I don't want to do. Because it's targets within 10 feet of the point. So I'm gonna riskily have her like pop out for a moment and get here.
Okay.
And
Easy enough with your movement.
so we have 2 shooters. So if I were to post it, no, I'd have to go through an enemy space. I can't do that. Target's within 10 feet of the point. So if I hit here, 510, 510, 510.
You'll still hit. I mean, if you place it here, you get all of them, but we'll have to leave. I'm already looking to go.
I know, but I don't want to I don't want to hurt Sarah.
All these arrows.
Because like, I'm trying to
announce it.
I mean, it's up to you. What's Katara's instinct here?
If you announce it and hold, we can get out because
That's true. You can't hold an action.
actually we
You know what?
She looks pretty slow. I'm not sure if Sarah's gonna get out before they move.
Ooh, that's right. I'm gonna go through and jeez.
Gotta make
She'd shoot.
sacrifice.
Yeah,
I say go for them. Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna it's probably gonna hurt. I'm gonna bonus action explosive enhancer too.
Okay.
And then just plant. I'm gonna plant it like right here on this guy. Wait, why is it not? Oh,
Pinging?
okay, there we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm gonna ping it on this guy here,
Yeah.
and then just
So that will get all 3 on this side, but also Sarah. So Sarah, what's the saving throw on that?
it's con.
Yeah, it's con for shock, I do believe. Yeah, so they're
Yep.
going to make their saves.
Can I use my reaction and pull her out of there?
You already used your reaction.
I did. You're right. Same pair.
No, yes, and yes.
All right, so that was kind of going from top to bottom there. So these 2 on the bottom both take half damage, I do believe.
Yeah, they'll take half damage.
All right, and the 2 on the top take full damage. So the damage was 37.
37.
Ooh. All right, so
Oh, look at those 8s.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually a pretty hefty damage roll. No, yeah, so not shock damage, right?
Yep.
All right, yeah, so you and send this round out, and you see this electric pulse go out from the point of origin and just begin electrifying all of the creatures in this hallway, and you see the sort of electric current just flow through their very viscous bodies. These 2 up here are toast. Also, did Sarah make her saving throw?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
did.
you
It's a
passed.
success.
Okay.
Oh, thank
So
God.
you take half damage. So
Okay,
that's
what is
18 points of shock damage.
18?
Yes.
But yeah, the 2.
Or-
Actually, yeah.
If you
so
round up, if you round up, it's
Yeah.
18.
Wait, or
If you round down, it's
down.
18.
Yeah.
Or, because it's 30.
36 is...
37. Because it's 37 points. Oh, yeah, okay. I did something wrong. That's right. Okay, there we go. Yep.
So actually, and yeah, you see as the electricity courses through these guys, they do seem to take more damage than expected, even on a save. But yeah. So that's...
Cool. And then I'm going to go through an extra attack.
Okay.
And I'm
Yay.
going to fire. I'm going to use 10. Yep. And then I'm just going to go through and do fire just a regular one over there because I already used my bonus action.
Okay, gotcha.
So they're just going to hit these 2 over here.
Okay, so they need to make
Are we
saves
putting
as well.
They're going over right here. To these 2. So hopefully.
All right, sorry, I'm just doing a bunch of bookkeeping. There's a lot to keep track of.
Oh no,
so-
it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm making their saves. For the one on the left,
Pass.
it's a pass. The one on the right? Nope.
Mega fail. That's the one we want to.
Yeah,
fail
so
too.
these guys just, again, they get zapped and utterly fried, but they, let's see, that was 20 points of damage, so yeah, they take a hefty bit of damage, but they seem to both still be standing.
Oh, even the one who failed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So after that, I will take the attack of opportunity from Mr. Boy over here and get back into the room.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, he is going to make an opportunity attack.
That would provoke from both of them if you're going through that square, right?
That's true.
Yeah, like I said, I'll take it.
Only one of them is going to make it on you, though. So
Okay.
that's a natural 20.
Oh,
So two of them,
So
anyways.
2 of them are making it, yeah.
So you take 17 points of slashing damage as he hits you with his claws and just like gets a hefty just like chunk out of your shoulder as you're running by.
Okay. Yep, and then that'll be all. She'll just kind of stand, or actually, she doesn't know if they're going to come in. No, she'll move just because she doesn't want to hold up somebody's like.
Yeah,
stuff,
don't clog the doorway.
Yeah. So I'll put it right there, and then that's that.
Okay. Just finish on my bookkeeping. Okay, there we go. Now I'm all up to date. So that is the end of Katara's turn. Next up, the oozes are going to take their turns. And you see the ones that you've killed, like after they go down, they just like just descend into like a pile of puddle. And they're basically just liquid on the floor now, so they're pretty easy to step over and whatnot. But oozes are gonna start moving. So let me see something. No, yeah, actually, they're going to converge on this center area. And
It's looking quite nice over here.
yeah. And yeah, they're both going to make claw attacks against one against Sarah and one against Mr. G. So that's against Sarah. 22.
Yeah.
Against G. Also a 22. You take Sarah 10 points of slashing and G 4 points. And that is going to be, though, the end of their turn. Next up is going to be Nuria.
Mine's 4 points.
So she's gonna head out here. So that's 1, 2, 3. I don't want to put her. But no matter where I put her, she's gonna be right next to at least 2 of those things.
It's pretty crowded up in here.
Fight like a tiger.
Put her there.
Brave.
Wouldn't have reached. And she's gonna go to cryo spray these 2 here.
Okay. So you're crowd spraying.
I'm not gonna efficient use it. I'm gonna
Are you going to expend some resources here?
tentacle it.
All right. So that's against the 2 to her right? Or to the left?
The left.
Oh, okay. So they both make Constitution saves, I do believe. So from left to right, he fails. Ooh, pardon.
Oh, I failed.
They both fail. So they're gonna take the full brunt of
What's
this.
happening?
They freeze.
Nice.
Nice. So they take 11 points of damage, and I believe they're frozen. So let's see. No, yeah. This one's the pincer ooze is looking pretty weak, but he is still standing. But he gets frozen. And
If I can ruin Lord.
the other one is also looking extremely weak, but he is also frozen.
Oh.
So yeah, you just unleash this cloud of white mist, and by the time it settles, they are just like stopped in their tracks and just completely frozen for the time being.
That's the end of her turn.
All right, that's the end of Nuria's turn. Next up is Chauncey.
You're muted, by the way.
Yeah, I was. So frozen water shatters, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and just break out the AR, and I'm gonna send some shots at these guys and make sure I can get this guy. I'd have to move for that guy.
Yeah.
So I'll move here, and then can I get them both?
Yeah, I would give that guy probably 3/4 cover given the circumstances.
I mean, you have advantage on them though because they're frozen.
You do have advantage, though, yeah, because they're frozen.
Yeah. I may not shoot at this guy. I may take all my shots to kill this guy, so I don't know.
Yeah, too bad
I'm
there's
gonna
no windows
shoot this
around
guy
here.
First. Too bad we're not at a height. If there was windows, we're not open them to throw frozen sculptures out, out in the water, and we'll drown. Yeah, I'm gonna start shooting at this guy first.
All right.
And again with the AR. You said I get advantage on this, right?
Yep. They're frozen targets.
They are. Is frozen a condition, or is frozen
It
a
is a
combination of conditions?
It is a
Okay.
condition.
Yep.
It's like, you know, I wasn't sure if it's like frozen is is its own thing. Of course, like if you're frozen, you have stunned, and
No, yeah.
just a bunch of basically everything surrounding.
Oh, that
it.
would that'd be so
23.
nice.
23 hits.
AR. Forgot to remove the rush from that one.
This was against the big guy, right?
Oh, and +2. I forgot to add the +2 for the
So
damage on
that's
the weapon.
9 points of damage.
Yep.
All right. So you put down some shots, and you just like call G to get out of the way, and just and those bullets start chipping ice off of him. He seems pretty to be in pretty dire straits, that one, but still up and running.
Well, I guess I'll send it downrange again. And 18.
18 also hits. Is this against the same target or against the other target, actually?
Same target. I said that
Okay,
earlier.
right.
If this one didn't die, then I would need to shoot this one. And it's like me to just go full bore and just keep shooting
Yeah.
with as many bullets as possible. +2 again. I forgot to fix that. So nine again.
Doesn't matter. Either way, you put those last 2 rounds in, and you just see just like some splatter of liquid from its internals burst out the other side. And this one is standing still, but you see it sort of collapse over onto against the wall, and it seems to be no longer functioning.
That's can I use my movement to remove some of the blockade up by the
I would
door,
say
or
that's
is that gonna take
probably
an action?
yeah, it'd probably be an action. That'd be a use an object kind of thing.
Interact with object.
Yeah.
Then I'm kind of. I'm gonna stay here.
All right.
that's it. I'm gonna kind of just stay there then.
All right. Staying put.
Yeah.
Next up is going to be Mr. G.
Hold on. Okay, I'm going to actually. I'm gonna go the other way now. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is... Can I get between them like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take both my knives.
Mhm.
I'm going to main hand attack. Actually, let's see if it kills him first. But I'm gonna try to kill the small guy below me with both knives.
Okay.
And I think they're the same damage and everything, so I can just roll the same thing twice. Yeah. So let's start with one and then see if it kills it, and then I'll move on to the other guy. 13.
13 hits.
All right. Oh, I get a sneak attack on this one, right? Because Nuria's next to it.
That's true. Yeah, it is currently engaged with an ally.
All right. Yeah, no reason to not to at this point. 19 points of slashing damage.
No, yeah, as you're running by, you just and cut at its throat, and the whole thing just falls and dissolves into a puddle.
I'm basically like Naruto running with these two knives. I'm just like shit, shit, and I'm gonna cut the one above me as I'm passing that one.
Okay, with your offhand.
Offhand. No, if I hit, there's
Yeah,
I
no
don't
modifiers.
add modifiers, right? Yeah. 16, that hits. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes, that
No,
does
this is a
hit.
different creature. Yeah.
Yep, still hits. So it's just your damage dice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna oh wait, no, it's just the die, so I can just do a d6.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, add 2 because it's a +2 karambit. So 7.
Right, I can't remember what the official ruling on that was.
Well, that's just added to the damage. I can't add modifier.
Well, because I don't remember if it was any
weapon
modifiers or if it was just your ability modifier. But we'll count it for now and say you did 7 damage though. So
okay.
Yeah, run by and take a slash.
One on top.
Yeah,
and I'm going to disengage with my. No, I use my bonus action. I'm going to take the opportunity attack to get. Hold on. My movement, I was able to get.
It's just the ability modifier.
Oh,
there.
Okay. So yeah, that works.
So the +2 counts. Yeah. So I'm gonna get up to here. Actually, is this door open? Can I try to get through it?
Do you still have movement left?
I have 5 feet left.
Okay, yeah. You try the door and it does open, and it takes you into what looks to be a lavatory type of place, a bathroom, small cramped space. There are a bunch of toilet stalls covered only by curtains and one sink basin at the end.
I'll stay where I'm at right now, and if I need to, I'll take. Wait, no, did this guy use his reaction already? Because that was the guy who used his reaction against Katara, right?
That is true. This is still the same round, yeah. So he actually,
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't take an opportunity attack at you.
I'm staying where I'm at.
All right. So you stay put. Next up is going to be Sarah.
All right, cool. I'm at the bottom of the round here. Let's see. So I'm kind of hurting a little tad bit. Now I'm going to use treat wounds on myself.
All right.
As I believe that can be used as a bonus action and is considered healing.
Right, yeah, with your surgeon subclass. You can do that as a bonus action.
Okay.
That's insane. That's awesome.
So that is, hold on, let me make sure I got this correct here. It's, you make the tool say the check, right, first?
No, you don't need to make any check. Just roll the
Oh,
heals.
okay.
It just happens. Yeah.
Oh, okay. 1d8 plus intelligence. So that's a 4d8. Yeah. Eesh. Well, it brings me out of caution, so that's the important part. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so 42.
You can just type in.
Yeah,
plus
just type in
the
+7
number.
and it'll do it
can?
automatically.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. I did not know that. All right, I
Wait.
thought it only worked backwards.
Yeah,
No,
you can
no,
add plus and
yeah,
minus.
Plus and minus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. All right, so after that, I'm going to take out her handgun and shoot at this one here.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be at disadvantage because he's so close, but advantage because he's frozen, so it's just a straight roll.
Just a straight roll. Okay, cool. Give me just a second here. 1D. Okay, plus 5. Ten.
Yeah, 10 unfortunately misses, so as you
Oh, geez.
fire a shot, it just just clinks off this outer ice shell and actually doesn't seem to hurt him very much.
Cool. Cool. Alright. I'm gonna move. Here is a really bad spot, but I'm gonna move there.
Alright. And that is the end of your
And
turn.
that is gonna be the end of my turn, yes.
Alright, back up to the top of the round. Is back to the Tricor news, and right now this one doesn't like how close you are. It is going to attempt to hit
Sup,
you
fool?
with its claw. With its big organic crossbow claw. Which it is not as good at as the others. So which it
That
fails
does not
at.
hit.
And it going to go ahead and back up a bit. Although
I'm going to.
yeah, you get an opportunity
attack
attack.
it. I would like to attempt. No, I'm just gonna kill it. I'm gonna slash it.
All right.
I wanted to grapple it because I want to give what's her name. I'm pretty sure she's an actual agent because she bonus action dash. So I wanted to see. I want to give her. No, I'm gonna grapple. I'm gonna see if I can grapple. I want to give her
Oh, okay.
the what do you call it?
So it has to make a contested roll, which it will do with acrobatics.
It doesn't matter.
No, yeah, it gets away. But
It's so slippery.
That is the end of its turn. Well, the pincer ooze is up next, which it is going to move in here and see like the bounty that is in that room, and it is going to move inside, and it you hear Abby behind you guys just immediately start screaming profusely, and it actually has a pretty long reach with these claws and is going to make an attempt to attack at Nuria as well with one of its 2 swings and one at Chauncey.
Wow.
Oh, before you swing at me, you never gave me the helmet.
Oh, right.
It's
what
plus.
is the
It's just plus 1 AC.
Yeah, it is just plus 1 AC. So this one's against Nuria. It's 24, and against Chauncey,
That hits.
23. So
Oh no, matches. No. Mine's only 21. You're good.
Yeah,
I
Rip
see 20. I added 3 for some reason.
What was that?
is about to get crushed.
So Nuria takes 10
You can also
points
take an opportunity attack.
of slashing damage. Oh yeah, you do get to take an opportunity attack because it ran by you.
Hell yeah.
And
If
12
you have
points to
anything
Chauncey.
It's a
huge
melee
as
attack.
well, show it as a no.
No, it has
It's
to
a
be
melee attack, unless you're unless you have something that specifies otherwise.
Yeah.
Say 12 to me.
She doesn't
Yep.
have any. She
can
can
punch
punch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make an unarmed strike if you like. That would just be plus your strength modifier.
Yeah. I mean, you could like. There's no reason to not try. You can just take
Yeah,
a swing at it
exactly.
and just like, and nothing happens if you don't hit it.
Yeah, the only reason to not take an opportunity attack is if you plan to do something else with your reaction.
That's true. Yeah, but these guys are almost done.
Hey, that hits. Go ahead and roll a. So as it's running
Fuck it.
by, how do you do this unarmed strike? What are you doing exactly?
Come kind of punches it on its arm.
Yeah, you're just like, "Eh," and just like throw a punch at its shoulder as it's running by, and you just like collide with like this wet slap against its sort of watery skin. Go ahead and roll a d4 and add your strength modifier. All right, 3 points of damage. Yeah.
Curious if that killed it.
And that is the end of its turn, though. It's going to remain there. Next up is going to be Cartwright, who now has seen herself in full view of this thing. Is just going to be like, oh, and just run off in this direction. Bonus action hide, which I'll roll for real quick.
Hey, ugly.
No, yeah, I don't see her. And she's gonna peek around the corner once she's certain it's forgotten about her and take a shot with her handgun. And you see her. Well, I guess nobody really sees her right now, but you just hear her out from the corner of the hall.
Hey, that sounds familiar.
In a 3-round burst, which hits, actually with advantage too. Oh, which mega hits.
That was
Oh.
that was a roller coaster.
Okay, yeah, I know that took a while to get there. So 3-round burst plus modifiers plus sneak attack, all critted. Hold on, this may take a moment.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, she did
what a
75
vibe.
points of damage to this thing. It is just like it just like gets just absolutely destroyed and riddled with those 3 rounds, which reduce it to a puddle almost on their own.
I'm terrified.
Freaking dude, when rogues can get to doing what they get to doing.
Oh no.
And I guess, yeah, she doesn't really
Whoa,
have anything else
hold
to
on.
hide from there, so she's going to remain in place. And that is going to be the end of her turn. Next up is Katara.
Yo,
Alright,
this chick is
so-
good.
I want to go I want to go through and put her grenade launcher down.
Alright.
Like right here.
Mhm. Yeah, there's basically just like a little refrigerator unit in that corner, and you just like throw it on top of that.
Yeah, and then I pull out the baton.
All right.
And then I'm going to go in and attempt to hit the dude in front of me. The first attack.
Which
16.
hits. Yeah.
Awesome. So let me go through. D6. Do. Ah, where's my thing at? There it is. D6 plus 6 again. 14 points.
And we'll say the second
Yeah.
D6 is the shock damage.
Yeah, that's the shock damage.
All right. So.
Bludgeoning, then shock.
Mhm.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. So. Yeah, that.
If it's not dead,
Yeah, you hit it and just
And
like, zzz, and it recoils from the shock quite a bit, but it is still standing.
okay, I'm gonna go through and hit again then.
All right.
And this time I'm gonna hit with the stun.
All right. So yeah, 19 hits. So roll your damage, and he needs to make a con save.
Yep.
Hey, keep rolling 5s on the shock.
Really? Oh yeah.
Shocking.
Ah, shocking.
So. Okay, and his saving throw is a fail, so he is currently stunned.
All right, and then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna move up here
Hmm.
because I used your extra attack, and then I'm going to bonus action spend a chem fluid and flame spray.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Using your catalyst metascience. Oh, man.
Is that the
So-
newest update?
Yeah, in the newest update, yeah,
Yeah.
a level 2 scientists, if they're chemists, can do that. So,
So
yeah,
I just want to get
With advantage since he's stunned.
Awesome. Yeah, I was going into the thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, do I hit it?
Oh!
Ooh!
All
Nice,
right.
nat 20.
And that will be 4d10 plus, I believe it was 8. Yes. Or no, not 8. 4. There we go.
Yeah, don't double your modifier.
19 flame.
No, yeah, so you just send a streak of flame between Sarah and Chauncey and just burn it until it's a puddle in the ground and it goes down.
Awesome.
Just imagine it boiling.
So, at this point... Oh, and I think at the end of your turn... Wait, no, it was Nuria who froze that guy.
Yeah.
He has to make a con saving throw every time on his turn.
Okay, on his turn, got it. But I'll say, at this point, there's still quite a... wait, no, his turn is up next, so let me just make a save real quick to see what happens to him. But if not, then you guys have an entire... Yeah, you guys have an entire round to do with him what you will, so... which I don't think he saves.
Hello.
Yeah, so he's frozen for another 6 seconds, so how do you guys want to
Okay, I'm
finish him
checking
off?
the background. I'm checking the bathroom.
Alright, you just... Yeah, you're done here. You just move on.
I was gonna say I could just go up and punch it, but it looks like Katara's gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go out and hit it with the stun baton.
Yeah, you just like... Bzz, and he just like... and then just falls backwards and then shatters against the floor. So, yeah, these
That
guys...
was a frozen puddle.
Yeah. So all of these guys have kind of dissolved, so they're not really around. These two are still, like, frozen, and until they thaw
They
out,
take a while
they're basically gonna melt gradually over the course here, but their bodies are still there.
So I'm gonna go through and recharge and just put another battery in the baton.
Gotcha. So you reload that battery.
He's just like, huh, I haven't been in combat like that for ages.
Huh. I never find myself out of it.
Cartwright steps around the corner. She's like, "Oh, is it all clear here?"
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go in the bathroom.
Oh, I see you have found the bathroom.
I'm looking through. You said this was the medicine cabinet here?
Yeah, well, there's
cabinet.
There's like a faucet there, but yeah, there are medicine cabinets in there, or rather, there's this little compartment that's kind of attached to it. It's not really much of a medicine cabinet.
No, okay. I'm just gonna rummaging through.
Okay, you rummage through. You find a blue herb on the inside.
Okay.
No.
Is there anything in this room where Nuria and Abby was?
In the dining hall, there doesn't really... Let me double check. Yeah, in the galley, there doesn't really seem to be too much of interest. Just a few tables, 2 refrigerator units, a microwave, basic provisions.
Alright, I'm gonna move the blockade stuff so this door's now accessible.
Alright, so you clear that door.
He's gonna be like, would anyone happen to have herbs on them?
What?
Herbs.
Herbs?
I don't, sadly.
Do you want to hold this blue?
I meant green or red.
I don't have. Well, actually, wait a minute. No, I think I do have a green. I do have a green. I labeled it wrong, and I didn't recognize it. I wrote out the word green instead of G herb. I always. Well, I mean, obviously, it's. No, I usually put G, B, or R, or Y for my herbs. I actually have a green and blue. I'll hand them both over to the smart people.
I can already hold the green.
Well, you can combine them.
But there's a reason that I want green and red.
Oh.
I'll give you the blue.
Actually, I don't think I can carry it.
I'm in between the people who can take it. I'm just holding a blue herb in my hand.
Yeah, like Katara would just take it.
All right. And the green goes to Nuria. Yeah.
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 Do you, Sarah, do you have anything you could do with those?
Unfortunately, I can't. What? The blue and green?
Oh, like, do you have anything to combine with them, or?
I can combine them, but I can't carry them.
Okay.
But
Anybody have batteries on them?
Nope, just bullets.
4, 5.
Cartwright
I
comes out of
could
this room at the end of the hall, and
Pops
she's just
over.
like, there looks to be some sort of sick bay in here.
Yeah.
By the way, that room's a sick bay.
Sarah's just like, ooh.
Kinds of circumstances, I'd give you all a tour.
All right, give us a tour. Your name up there. Pink shirt, cardigan.
Oh, I'm Abigail. My friends call me Abby.
All right, Abby. Get into the submersible. It's over there.
Yeah, we'll do, love. I think I've seen enough of that sort of thing for now.
Yeah, we'll be back shortly.
Yeah.
Do you know how? Looking at the both of them, do you know how big this facility might be? How long it might be to comb through this whole place?
The B level is roughly the same size as this level, so same amount of time. But I should warn you, that area flooded during
I'm sorry,
the outbreak.
you said flooded.
Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend opening that there hatch. And she points towards the ladder on that end of the hall.
All right, so then how are we supposed to get in there?
I grabbed my thing. The grenade launcher.
Well, if
Daenerys handing Guitar the batteries.
Okay, how many?
That's a good bit.
Yeah.
We didn't hear anything, by the way.
Yeah, how many batteries?
Hey.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
By the
So
way,
can- sorry.
real quick, Ilo, do you want to have your health bar be in your square?
oh yeah, I could change that.
Just
Thought it
because.
was in my square.
No, I'm over your health bar right now.
Oh yeah. Get off of me. Get off.
So you guys are overlapping a bit. I'll handle that over the break. But
Yeah.
and Abby, he also give her a quick rundown. She's like this somewhat heavy-set woman, which looks to be in her mid-20s maybe, and she's just wearing a lab coat over these colorful sweats. But yeah, she's got fair skin, hazel eyes, and messy brown hair tied into a bun with a few wild strands coming down the sides of her face. But yeah, she continues with you after you're asking like how are we supposed to get up there. She says, well, there is on all the floors, and she kind of comes out here and points towards like a lever along the wall, and she's like, wherever there's porthole windows, we've got emergency levers that bring down a little bit of a shutter to cover the windows in case of any of them break. I mean, there should be something like that on the second floor if you could find a way to get up there without.
But how
of
do we
course,
get up there?
As far as I know, I mean, you obviously can't go through that hatch, but the flooding must have come from somewhere. Maybe the opening is large enough to get through.
How many floors are there? I'm moving here so I can like be talking to her while I'm looking at the stuff here.
Okay, yeah, looking at like the life support controls. And she's like,
You did say earlier there was 2 stories, though, right?
yeah. When Cartwright
Yeah,
gave you
so-
the rundown, she said, yeah, it was, or rather, and you saw from the outside as well that it was roughly, 2 stories.
Okay. Is there a hatch we can get through up at the top of it, or is it purely undercarriage accessible?
Yeah, I'm afraid that's the main entrance and exit.
Okay. All right. So you get in that submersible there. Get yourself someplace safe.
All right.
Kitara, you can swim really well, right?
Yeah, I can.
You think there might, like, maybe one of the windows up there is damaged, and we could just close it, stop the flooding? I'm not swimming.
And Cartwright kind of goes in. She comes up. She like kind of rubs the lining of her suit, and she's like, I am also a pretty good swimmer. If you need company.
All right, you're pretty good. Do you have a rebreather or anything? Because I guarantee you, Qatar is better than you.
Yes. And she pulls out like a little respirator, and she's like, yes, this uniform comes from with the full works.
Okay, good.
Do you have like anything in the event? I don't know. Let's say something swimming. We can fight.
Do you want to take one of these knives? That's all I have to defend yourself. But
yeah, that would be fine. I
can come with you and protect you.
Yeah, no, that would be fine.
That's a baton you're carrying along. It seems to work quite well as well.
It's gonna shock us. It's a shock baton in the water.
Like a normal shocking mechanism, it doesn't shock the water, it shocks the object within the water, though. So whenever you touch that to something, it shocks it, not the water.
Yeah, it wouldn't travel necessarily like through the water at a distance, but yeah, just between the two prongs.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, we're good.
Unless you think electric staff.
Yeah, it's just like unlimited power.
I mean, typically that's how electricity works, though.
I spark shot in the water?
If you tase
I'm
somebody
scared.
underwater, it's just going to tase them, not the water.
So
If the barb is embedded in them, yeah. But if she stabs somebody with that staff, then or the stick, then yeah. But if she just turns it on while she's swimming, she'll get shocked.
Yeah, but like it only it only activates on impact. It's not like constantly
does it?
on. Yeah.
I thought it was just like a. Bzz, bzz.
No, it's like like one smooth motion. Well, at least you could function it that way if you so choose. It's just a button.
It used to be
So-
bzz, now it's like bzz.
But it's not like activated on her hip right now. Yeah.
I'm gonna go through and put stuff in the chest then.
All right.
I'm gonna make a note of it.
You
When
might
after you
just
go
want
up
to
there.
dump your stuff off in the submersible.
Well, I mean, we,
Doesn't really matter.
'Cause
Just
yeah,
whichever
because
you
she's just
prefer.
like, we might be coming back down here, so then I can just come back and
I'm gonna be here, so
yeah. She's gonna put her grenade launcher and everything in the
Okay.
By the way, check that room. It hasn't been checked yet.
That's what I was gonna do.
All right. So Nuria's searching
Okay.
that room.
Yeah.
So yeah, searching this room looks to be just like a small, tight room. Again, there's that padded table at the center, medicine cabinets all along the walls, but they seem to be stocked with all manner of medical equipment. You got stethoscopes, antibiotics, rubbing alcohol, all sorts of things. So yeah, searching through, and Nuria, you're pretty familiar with this place, having worked here for a while. But as you go through, you do find what supplies remain. You find 3 green herbs, a red herb, and 3 chem fluids.
Oh. I was gonna do investigation, but it's better.
No, it's a small room. There's not really much to investigate.
Many
We're not under any pressure
Yeah.
either, so you can take your time. Because you've got like minutes to look through it.
What's
What
the
would that
laptop have?
Huh?
Wait, I've been sitting down.
Oh, the laptop? Looking at the laptop, it looks to be, judging by the profile that's open, Lucas's laptop, the guy they're talking about. But it's open to a login screen.
I'll close it. And take it with
what
me.
herbs?
Oh, what was that, Chauncey?
I'll close it and take it with me.
Okay. So you close that up, you drag that along. So you could add that to your inventory if you're going to be walking around with it.
Is it just going to take 1 space or
Yeah.
2?
We'll say 1 space.
Okay.
all right. So
Right.
Yeah.
Herbs?
What about the herbs?
What were they?
There's 3 greens and 1 red.
Okay.
So everything that I am putting in here right now.
Can herbs go in the insulated bag?
Mm,
Oh,
But they
that
take
changes
up once.
everything.
Well, I put herbs in an insulated bag.
oh, did you? Yeah, I think we ruled that they.
Well,
Mm,
I was able to use them as crafting ingredients.
that's true. That's true.
Mm.
What was that?
That was like my mouth was slightly open and I like made a noise.
So,
Sorry.
I mean, if you have a medical pouch, that's typically what those are for. But
Mm.
So I will say, I've put my grenade launcher in there, bandolier, because we're gonna be swimming. So the bandelier's in there as well. The Beretta's in there, a blue herb, and then the toxic gas grenade
all right.
are all in the chest at the moment.
What was the last thing? You said the herbs and then there was something else.
There's 3 chem fluid. Yeah.
I just
Oh.
checked Emil's sheet. I lied. I did use the medical pouch for the herbs.
Right.
I'm not sure if the herbs I ever did
Yeah.
elsewhere, but yeah, I didn't have any, dude.
So I haven't used this yet, so this is gonna be good for when we go swimming.
I'm gonna have Neria craft 8 health tablets using the green and red.
Okay. Yeah, and using your craftsmanship feature, you could combine those, and yeah, you could convert them into health tablets. Was the health tablets? Was that also work with craftsmanship? What's the DC on that?
A DC 5.
Okay, yeah. So you could also craft that pretty readily. So, yep, you get 8 health tablets.
And then she's gonna put the other 2 green herbs in the chest.
All right,
Alright.
so let me mark those down too.
Yeah. Mark down everything you're putting in the chest.
Is there any sort of scuba gear in this moon bay?
Cool.
Looking around, there does not seem to be. This area is generally pretty scarce.
Okay.
Cool. All right, I have everything I need in the chest right now, and then obviously I marked down the green herbs are in there now too. And yeah, so Guitar is ready to go swimming.
G is just hanging on this ladder.
Before she does that, Sarah is going to hand her a stimulant.
Stimulant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that'll take up inventory slot. But yeah, she hands you this syringe.
What was that? What was that on? That was a tier 2, or was that a tier 1?
Well,
That's a tier 1.
does Sarah explain anything as she hands it over, or are you just handing her a syringe?
Here's some drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, tier 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what are drugs?
Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out here. She's like,
Oh.
you're going in the water, and
Mhm.
you might want this. You can. It'll help boost your performance.
And she's like, "Oh, well, thank you."
Now, what that means in your terms is you can add a
Tackles.
D4 to any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Attack roll,
Yeah, for the duration of it.
check,
1 minute.
saving throw for 1.
Did anyone take any of the chem fluid that Neria found, or?
I haven't. I was gonna go through, or actually, no, I'm not gonna take any. I'm good.
Okay.
Does somebody
else
want me
want
to carry some items? I can carry stuff.
Oh, I can carry it. I don't want to hug all the chem fluid because I have 22 chem fluid right now.
I've got 9, but like it's completely okay because, actually,
Mm-mm.
Chauncey,
Yo,
you want some steroids?
I'm always down for it.
No, yeah. So,
Stab him. No, I'm just
I'm gonna
kidding.
start getting an addiction. I ain't even use them. I just keep carrying them.
here's 2 steroids.
I think I gave you those steroids
wait,
last
that's
episode.
right.
I'll take them back, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll keep passing along when we need inventory space.
Yeah. Just in case something happens down here and you need them.
Just in case something big pops up and it's like, whoops.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and use that steroid when big things are bad.
But yeah, if you guys need me to carry anything, I can carry some stuff. I have space.
Actually,
slots open.
You said there were 2 greens in the thing? Because I might use those for the herb sprayer.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's two in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through and put a green in the herb sprayer.
All
Herb
right.
sprayer.
Splayer.
That herb slayer. Slays all herbs.
Yes.
Slay that herb.
You see, Cartwright is just standing in this hall, leaning against the wall. She's like putting 3 9mm rounds into the magazine before loading it back into her handgun, and she's just drawing her kukri.
44.
That's what I need. I don't need it. I just want it. I want to amp up from the karambit to the kukri.
Cool.
Just have the
All
blade going in the other direction.
I am ready to go. She's just like, all right, you ready?
Ready when you are.
All right. Be safe.
You
Be
be
safe.
safe.
Be safe.
Hey, seriously though, good luck.
Heal people.
My
Speaking
question
of
is
healing
what
people.
would it actually take for the swim up and
Hugs.
through? Like, would it have to take a rebreather, or could you do it without?
I mean,
I'm not trying.
Yeah, in theory, you could. Yeah, anybody could go if they so choose, but you'll have to hold your breath.
Is it like an athletics check?
I think you could hold your breath for, 30 seconds plus your constitution modifier in minutes, I think is what it was. Or I think it was just 1 minute plus your constitution modifier in minutes.
So I got 4 minutes.
What would that be under, actually?
You want escorted? I think I could do 4 minutes, right?
Was that an
God.
exploration?
Wait, we're
so.
evenly splitting the
If I
party.
roll athletics, could I swim real fast? Like, haul an ass up there?
Power swim.
I mean,
The
you could
struggle
certainly try.
I'm gonna roll athletics and see how good I feel about swimming. Do I feel limber today?
Intelligence.
Oh, I feel limber, guys.
The creature can hold its breath for a number that's equal to 1 plus their con modifier.
I'm the only one not in a
Okay.
wetsuit ready to swim.
Yeah, all right.
Do you think I should swim with you? I got 4 minutes of air, and I feel really limber.
Yuri
I
and I
don't know if it's
have-
actually going to help, but I do feel limber.
What was that?
Neri and know how long it would take to swim up there.
I mean, it's not an incredibly, massive facility vertically, so it wouldn't take too long.
Chauncey drown if he tried to swim up there.
I'm almost okay with it, though. This is a baller situation. I'm going to be in a suit swimming beside someone in a wetsuit and someone with some weird scale skin.
So she's like, well, just in case something happens down here, it would be nice to have you down here to.
What if
Can't
something
go
happens
through
up there?
I'll be on my way back.
Don't worry, I got this. I can run pretty fast.
Running isn't the issue.
So,
We need someone to protect everyone.
And I'm
I'm
a
sure they can run
healer.
fast too.
I'm just gonna run out of healing eventually.
Well, you guys can all squat up in the submersible.
That's true.
We
You guys
could.
could all squat up in submersible right now.
it's also worth noting, I forgot to mention this when you guys were on your way in, but this other hole also had a submersible parked at it upon your arrival.
Oh,
Does it have any arms or something attached to it?
Yeah, it looks like a small research vessel kind of thing, basically. That type
Oh,
of
shit.
thing. But this is what was used by the researchers here to go to and fro.
There'd be breathers in it, or
Say
I don't
what?
know if that's what they're called.
What was that?
Breathe things. I don't remember what they're called.
But yeah, it's basically just a small research submersible, but it could hold a handful
No.
of people.
No, I mean, would there be any of those underwater breathing things? Yeah.
What was that?
I asked about scuba
Rebreathers?
gear.
Oh, rebreathers. The only ones you would know of, like basically everyone who's on like the diving teams would have one in one of their lockers, but you don't have access to everybody's locker. You have access to your own, but
Nuria did some diving.
true.
She's gonna
But
go
yeah.
take a peek.
I'm gonna just go chill inside the submersible and
Take a
wait.
peek.
Well, mate. So your Nuria's going over to her locker.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you pop that open, and you do have your scuba gear in there.
Let's go. She's joining.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
she
if
vanished.
you guys want, G can drive the submersible.
That is another thing too. Wow,
I won't- I'm not
there's
sure
a
if I'll be
lot
able
of
to do
stuff we
much.
can. There's a lot of
Gee.
stuff everybody can do here.
Hey G,
Yo,
you know how to tinker with some locks, don't you?
I do.
Why don't you come up here and tinker with some of the diamond lockers? Let's all get diamond equipment.
We got some lockers here.
For the lockers were all in the
Here?
bunks. Yeah, there's one at the foot of each bunk,
Oh.
and they're just like a key
Okay,
lock.
I seen her up there. I thought they were up there.
Yeah.
So, question. So, like, what year is this again?
This is 2005.
05.
Yeah.
2005. So she's just like, oh, you know what? Maybe there's like, oh man, what if there's like a harpoon gun like from Devil May Cry? Hold on.
Oh man.
Just want to shoot something underwater with my shotgun at some point. That would be dope.
I'll start going through locks. While everyone's talking, I'm just gonna start going through locks.
All right, go ahead and make a mobility spy gadgets check.
Good thing you thought of it.
That one.
20.
Yeah.
20.
30, 20.
So how much time are you willing to spend on this?
However long the team's willing to wait.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start going until someone tells me to
Nuria's
stop.
gotta get
If there's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18.
Yeah,
bunks.
because there's 18 lockers in total.
Yeah.
And not all of them are going to have
Start on
scuba
the top.
gear. So
Start on the top. I'll start on the top left and start working my way around.
Does Neria know which ones would be on the dive team?
Would Nuria know?
make a intelligence check.
I've already got the first one open.
Yeah, so you got first one open. Nothing's in it.
Any cash?
Yeah, you find a lot of personal effects. You find
Excited.
like $40 in cash.
Okay.
So Nuria doesn't remember.
Are they named? Are they named?
Yeah, there are names on each one.
Make sure to get Lucas's locker.
I'll do Lucas really quick.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say with that check, that's your general check for going through all these lockers. Once you figure out one, they're all identical.
I'm very good.
Yeah, they're all pretty much identical to pick. So you go through one at a time, getting those lockers open, and by the time you do get to Lucas's,
Wait, hold on. Most of these people are all dead. I'm freaking just going at it with a pipe cutter or a wrench cutter. Freaking just like hole cutter. I'm like, these people are all gone. I'm just opening these as quick as possible. I'm not trying to keep the lock intact.
oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, you
To
just
be
like
fair, even if they weren't dead, they're not coming back here.
It's true.
so.
I'm just getting these lockers open.
Okay, yeah, I'll say given like 10 minutes or so, you could get them all open pretty roughly. Yeah, you do find two
A little
other
less than a minute per.
scuba outfits, and in Lucas's outfit you find all of his personal effects, a few changes of clothes, things of that nature.
Any money?
Yeah, actually there's quite a bit of cash. You find his cards mostly. But
I'll take those.
But you do find $300 worth of British pounds.
Oh, let's get that converted. Hold on. So the 40 is also British, or is that USD?
That one was USD.
Okay, so I have 40, and then I have 300 pounds.
Area will remember that.
Well, Nuria doesn't see it.
What are you up to?
I'm robbing these dead people.
And
They're dead. No, I'm kidding. But
Okay,
Uh,
I will be back because I got to go get my food.
All right.
okay. Anything else in Lucas that might be
Yeah, not that
indicative of like his personality or anything?
yeah. If you want to search through his effects, you could kind of tell that, from what you can tell from the not only the exorbitant amount of cash, but looking through his ID,
Because of
passports,
spoiled
all
brat,
that.
right?
Yeah. You do make an investigation check.
Okay. Whew.
All right. So you know this guy's
Okay, I want this guy's social security number.
yeah. No, you get
I
this
really do.
guy's.
I have his cards.
You get this guy's
I want his
whole
bank
history from looking at his stuff. Like, you start drawing a web in your mind, and just being a CIA agent, you're trained to do this kind of intelligence gathering. So just looking through all of his items, you manage to piece together a little bit of a mental image of this guy's psychology. From what you can tell, he does, going through some of his names, some like letters from home, things like that. You start to get an idea. He's basically from a well-to-do family in England, and he seems to be, very well educated, and hence why he was able to be here. He's a, university student doing postgraduate studies, and that's basically the primary information you're able to garner about him. But you do, with that natural 20, just like I'll say, piecing together like some elements of his psychology, you do get the sense, like, from, again, some of these interactions that you see in some of these letters, or just the general pattern that he seems to follow in his lifestyle, that he's always, he feels a little bit oppressed and under the thumb of his, family name sort of thing, and is like constantly looking for ways to be more independent. But
What's his last name?
I believe it's Lucas Perez.
Perez. All right. So he comes from a well-off family, lots of money, and he's trying to be independent.
Mhm.
Okay. I am taking his bank account cards.
All right.
that face.
Are you going to the bathroom right now?
You're putting into the scuba gear.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so as these minutes are going by, you could get a change of outfit.
Raph, I sent you a private message.
Okay.
Yep, we've got 2 rebreathers here. You want one?
All right, gotcha. So,
Okay.
yeah, you do have some, 2 extra rebreathers and scuba dive gear.
I'm not going in the water.
Okay, I will.
Right,
But
I'll hand you
I
one.
missed all that Lucas stuff, so you're gonna have to fill me back in.
All right, he's
What is
You're also
that
hauling
for?
around his laptop too.
Yeah, that's why I wanted it. I'm throwing. When I was at the submersible earlier, I would have put it in the submersible.
Okay, so the laptop's in the submersible.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know why we're so interested in Lucas, but I see that Chauncey is. So.
Well, I got a laptop that says Lucas. It is locked.
Do I know his password?
You not know his password, to my knowledge.
You don't know his password, but I mean,
You are an agent. You can probably figure it out. But I didn't even really tell you that it was Lucas's stuff. I just said, why don't you
sure.
search Lucas's locker?
All right. I have an extra rebreather if Sierra wants it. Otherwise, this is I'm just gonna drop it where I'm standing.
You're dropping it where you're standing because she hates water.
Fantastic. I hate the water too.
But before they go down into the water, scary darkness, Sarah is going to not investigate, but like kind of look at Neria's shoulder and see if she can heal her.
Okay, so you're gonna cast some sort of healing.
Actually, I'm just gonna use a first aid spray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to spray this on her and be like, "This will make you feel better."
No, yeah, that's more than enough. So you're back up to full hit points now.
So I don't even have to roll
It
for
was
that.
only 10.
Yeah, I should have less than 10 hit points.
Right.
But yeah, you're back up to full.
Does anybody else look hurt that's going into the water?
I mean, you can see their
I don't
health
look
bars.
hurt.
Yeah, I know. I'm having a little bit of trouble. Seeing. Chauncey, are you good?
I'm not hurt enough to care. We're good.
Okay. We're good? Alright. Alright, she kind of just stands by Mr. G and kind of and waves.
So do you guys want me in that
Good
submersible? Otherwise, I'm waiting up here.
I already jumped in the water.
All right, I'm up here then.
whatever you guys feel. If you feel like being in the submersible, go
Nope.
right ahead.
If you guys want backup, I'll back
Is that
you up.
safe for your eye?
Say what?
Yeah, I got goggles on.
Well,
I'll use my night vision goggles or my infrared goggles. I mean,
But are they waterproof?
all right. So you guys
find out.
dive down through that hole into the waters and start swimming, and that is where we're going to be taking our midpoint break for now. So we'll be back in just a little bit, but don't go anywhere. We'll be continuing this adventure very shortly,
All right.
and we're going to be chatting with chat a little bit upon our return. So stay put. We'll be back. Well, now that Lisa's back, we best get back into things.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, last we left off, you guys were about to dive into the water.
I'm not.
Yeah. In fact, Chauncey already has. So, Chauncey, you
Splash.
and you've changed into the scuba gear.
Can I just wear like the rebreather?
Okay, yeah, you could just take the rebreather. Well, your heavy
Yeah,
armor
I'll
will
read
probably
it.
make it pretty difficult to swim. So you'll be a
That's
little bit
fine.
encumbered, but yeah, you could take that along. So, who's all going into the water?
So Katara's gonna go into the water, and
Miriam's going in the water.
All right, Katara, Nuria. Cartwright
So
goes with all you
who-
guys because she has the wetsuit.
Oh,
Can I give a quick image real quick? I was thinking of like imagining Mr. G piloting the submersible with the hands, holding Chauncey in the water. Blazing things. I had that
Did you
little image.
fix
I had
the
to get it
health
out of my
bar?
head. I'm sorry.
All right.
Oh, but yeah.
Raph.
Noria's health bar.
Oh, right. I forgot to handle that over the
Health bar.
mic.
so
I'll do that right now. But yeah, you guys sploosh one by one.
that's
into
right. I
the water.
realize. I don't think anybody in the party has seen except for like Mr. G. I think the
And Chauncey.
Katara gills.
Oh yeah.
Mr. G
So,
I
and Chauncey
thought
were both there.
No, it was. I thought it was.
no, that was Pete.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, that was Pete. That right.
So,
that
yeah.
wasn't Chauncey.
So yeah, like
Just got off
Katara
the scaly skin armor.
Yeah, so Katara's just like jumping in, and then you see like gills just kind of popping up along it's like left and right of her face and everything, webbed hands.
So do you do this before or after you jump into the water?
I feel like it's the same thing. Like she jumps and it's like transform.
Okay, one
like a
smooth
jump
motion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so she's just like in the water and just kind of looks at everybody like thumbs up.
A fish.
Well, huh. I'm gonna get. Well, I just dropped a d20.
What'll land on?
What did it land on?
I'll let you know if I can find it. I'll just get a new one. But I'm just
He's
gonna
gonna
make
sit
a
there
quick...
on a 1 under his desk for the rest of the game.
No, yeah. I just need to roll really quick, but Cartwright notices this, and she's just like, this is in the mid-water. She just like gives like this look towards you and just like cocks her head.
She just like gives her a thumbs up.
And it's just like a slow and just hesitant, just like okay back, and just like sort of like directs your attention towards the second floor of the facility.
No, oh, that's
What
right,
if
because
Shark attacks us?
I am moving at 50 underwater. That's right.
Katara's
Do I
gone.
notice it, or am I like ahead of the group, just paying attention to where the hell this hole is? Like,
I mean,
Trying real hard to swim.
Gills
Climbing up the water.
Breathe underwater, swim at your normal movements. Oh yeah, sorry, I got to remember that.
oh yeah. So you also have an improved swimming speed. Yeah, because everybody else is moving at half speed.
Yep.
But Katara and Cartwright seem to be moving at their normal movement speed through the water as they wade through. So Chauncey and Nuria are gonna fall behind pretty quickly as you guys start moving around. But you swim out into the open waters, and it's wide open down here at this part of the floor. You see the dark, watery dirt below you, and you see your visibility doesn't go too far before it just fades to black. But around the general vicinity of the underwater habitat, all the light from inside is like shooting outwards, so you have a fair amount of visibility as long as you don't stray too far.
Okay.
But as you guys are swimming along, you make your way up to the elevation of the second floor, the B level. I'll say whoever's looking can make a perception check to see if you can find where the break is.
You're
Can I
going to take a
use-
look.
Okay.
Can I use situational awareness for hidden entrances?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even have to be hidden, I suppose. I think that's just for entrances and exits, so yeah, you could use that.
Would Nuria's observation help?
That's just for... Well, I think observation was just for passive perception?
Passive perception.
Yeah.
Never mind. It says
Oh.
advantage.
I think
to
on
notice
finding
items in
resources, yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's okay, because Chauncey takes a good look around, and although you're, like, treading behind, all of you kind of start swimming around, circling the B level, and just, like, looking all over the place. By the time Chauncey catches up with everybody, he makes quick notice of it, although you'll have... the rest of you may not have noticed that he's taken notice of it yet, but he'll have to notify you guys somehow.
Wait, what I notice? Did I see it?
You notice basically one of the portholes in the B level is just like the glass in it is just completely shattered, and it looks about wide enough for somebody to squeeze through. It might be a little bit precarious with the broken glass, but the break looks pretty clean in the shatter, so like there's not really much in the way of jagged edges. Just that porthole is just missing its glass.
If anybody's looking at me, I'm just like fanning them this direction.
Look around. Huh?
I'm gonna start swimming toward the hole.
All right.
Gonna move over there.
So you all start swimming.
Mhm.
As you guys are moving along, you do notice some movement outside of the structure itself. Just like off in the distance before your vision fades to black, you see almost like a large... You're not quite sure what it is, like a limb almost, just like
the sound effect.
moving through the water and just like settling near the bottom before just like fading back into the darkness. And any of you who are inside. If you look out the windows, you might notice that, or the portholes, you might notice that yourselves, because it's quite visible. But just like this long sort of arm, just like treading through the water and just settling at the bottom. But you do also notice a bunch of fishes swimming around. You know, one school of fish just sort of like passes you guys by as you're on your way to that porthole that Chauncey's guiding you towards. But you do.
Yuri's incredibly intrigued.
And Nuria, with your passive perception from observation, you'd probably be the first to notice after seeing those swim by. Another, not a school of fish, but just like a small group of maybe like 3. You know, sort of dark silhouettes moving towards you. They look like little tiny fishies. Maybe, you know, a bit above average, but like in size compared to the smallest of fishes. But these are just like moderate sized fish. But they look, as they get closer, you realize they're not really silhouettes against the darkness of the depths so much as they're just dark themselves. Like they're almost like black in color. And they're super, like, their exterior is super jagged, and you see like these big, almost like anglerfish like teeth just in their mouths, and 3 of these are swimming towards you guys.
Oh no.
Alright, get into the window. Points to window. Points to window.
Alright. So, what order are you guys going in the window? What's the marching order here?
Unless anybody outswam me, I was still swimming there the whole time.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people
Go
can
ahead.
swim you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you were the first to get there, so
Yeah.
you could go in first if you would like.
Yeah, I'll go.
I
first.
would let the other 2 go in before
Okay.
Katara goes in.
Yuri's just like, oh, these are cute. Oh. Oh.
So,
Wait, didn't
just to get you guys a quick visual here.
didn't you work with these?
Yeah, and Nuria,
Yes, she did.
you would recognize these as basically this is what fish infected with the T-Abyss virus look like, and they are quite ferocious in your observations. But yeah, this little lit up spot in the upper left-hand corner is where the porthole window is shattered and that you could get in through. So, Chauncey gets in first. So, Chauncey, you enter into what looks to be some sort of hallway, and you see this creature
Oh.
coming around the corner in the midst of all that. That looks to be almost like a fish, but it has like these little almost humanoid hands and feelers sticking out of it, but it's got like this like nasty looking ferocious maw and just like this smooth sort of carapace along its head and back, and it looks to be just like swimming smoothly through the waters. Doesn't seem to notice you yet.
If I roll stealth,
Are you going to attempt to move stealthily?
I'm gonna attempt to swim stealthily, I think.
All right,
And
make a
that's
stealth check.
disadvantage.
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Oh, not so bad. No, that's terrible.
No, yeah. But
Cause the ruckus, guys.
as you guys are moving on, let me just drag these guys out.
They look like liquor heads.
So there's a bunch of these, 3 of them sort of swimming towards you. But Chauncey's in, and you attempt to move as sneakily as you can, but there's not much in the way to hide yourself behind or maneuver around in this hallway. And as this thing turns, it does notice you after a few more seconds.
Does this hatch open?
This door here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to try and open it?
Yeah.
Okay. You give a good shove, and as soon as you begin to open it, you do like this does fly open as the water just like begins pouring into this room. And you enter into what looks to be like some sort of laboratory. And as water begins to like pour in and flood this room, also you just get like shoved inside by the force of the water just entering this area.
Can I be holding on to like the crank or whatever it is?
Okay, yeah, you can hold on to the door, to sort of stay yourself and hold your position. But yeah, this looks to be some sort of chemistry lab, and it was partially flooded before you opened the door, but now that you've opened it, like it is beginning to fill the entire room, and you see all sorts of chemistry gear and like bottles and beakers getting knocked over and thrown all over the place as this room just fills up with water. And a bunch of these creatures, you hear a bunch of as they like sort of squeak and kind of look over in the direction where this flood of water is coming from, and they all get like tossed about and they're all spinning around. They're now starting to,
they all get
to
pushed
look
to
in
the
your
corner.
direction. Yeah, they start basically all kind of moving in this direction.
Yeah.
Like a toilet.
Oh no. I can't shut this door. I'm taking it.
I mean, once the like amount of water on the inside and outside evens out, like you could shut it, but
Okay.
it'll take you a few moments.
I'm waiting it out. I got like I'm holding on to the thing and I'm like putting my feet up against the door frame, just trying to hold it back. Like, oh no. Just pulling with all my
Meanwhile,
might.
though,
I'm like, is this one moving in yet? Or
yeah. So these ones while that was all going on, these would get to you guys, and one of them is gonna try and bite at Cartwright, and the other one at Katara. So against Katara,
nope.
nothing, and against Cartwright, also nothing. So yeah, they just start like trying to like nibble at you with their teeth, but like they just keep picking at your armor, and Cartwright just like kicks it off before heading inside.
Yeah, just move. I'm gonna see if I can whack one.
Okay.
Lamau.
No, you like swing and miss with your baton, but
That's
plus
fine.
underwater. No, actually, no. Yeah, so melee attacks underwater do have disadvantage if the creature doesn't have a swimming speed, though, which you do have a swimming speed, so you're good on attacks.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Now after that, she's just like, okay, boop.
This is a big boy down here getting close to us.
This one down below you. Yeah, it seems to have taken note of your guys' presence now, and it is going to start moving towards you guys. You guys do see on this end what looks to be some sort of lever built into the wall.
Fastest swimmer, go. I'm holding this door. I can't go nowhere.
Yeah, so by this point, the water level is kind of evening out, and you can close that door as you see a bunch of these sea creepers start, like, swimming towards you.
Yep, I'm twisting that crank. Whatever it takes.
Alright, so yeah, you shut that door and start twisting the crank. You see a bunch of these fishies start gathering at the porthole, trying to get inside. What are you guys doing?
Pull my gun out.
Aria's gonna spark shot this one down here.
Okay, yeah, so... Right, yeah, because that's the new version that uses, like, the barbed wire.
Yeah.
So, let me see, in regards to ranged attacks underwater, what's its effective range?
Effective is... Hold on, where is it? 10 to 15.
Okay, so it is within your effective range, so you can make an attack with disadvantage.
Do I want to get close
Can
to
there be
it?
a help action?
You can't.
I'm gonna
Well,
get
you
close
could.
to
You
it.
have to be next to something to help on an attack.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
You don't help the person who's attacking. You help them by distracting the person
Yeah.
they are attacking.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be so it's an optimal, so that would be just
Oh,
regular.
so it'd be a straight roll then. Yeah. if it has an optimal range.
I need to get those macros set up.
I can hook you up. So it's gonna be a big thing, but we can do something. Me and Chauncey had a macro party the other day. Or week,
I had to get
month.
rid of them all.
Yeah.
So
I got updates.
25 hits. So you shoot this wire out, and the barbs just stick into its hide, and the electric current starts going to that. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Do I add intelligence, or is it just the shock?
It's your mobility modifier because it's a ranged attack.
Oh. Wait, so mobility for the first roll?
No, for the well, it would be mobility plus proficiency for the attack.
That would have been a +6 then.
Okay, yeah, either way it still
23.
hits, but yeah, so bear that in mind for future reference. But yeah, roll the damage dice plus your mobility modifier.
What?
Wait, d20s.
Oh, whoops.
Rusty.
I didn't mean to do that.
I don't know how you run your games, Mel.
Not like that.
Not like this. Okay, so yeah, it begins to shock it, and I believe that also has an additional feature. How does that work again?
So to it, and she can use her actions automatic. Wait, no. Medium or small targets have their speed reduced to 0, and on the third time using it, damage dice against target are maximized and connection ends.
Yeah. So I believe there was the condition for connecting was medium. Yeah, it says medium or smaller targets on what I had on there, but I thought I updated it recently, but I must have forgot to update it on Roll20. But I'll get that. But yeah, we either way, I think even by the new rules it would still work. But yeah, so that thing, so you establish this connection by the wire, and this thing is immobilized. It cannot move now. And it also takes that damage, and it seems to take quite a lot of damage from the spark shot.
Gonna have her move. I'm gonna have Guitar move here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it so because there's a connection here? If I tried to move her here, like, could she swim under that connection? Or
Yeah,
is it like,
and it's worth noting this entire floor is flooded, so there's a lot of vertical space that you could be utilizing right now. So you could just swim over each other if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure, like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to disrupt it.
Uh-huh.
With her movement. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna have her go down here.
Okay.
And then just be like, pulls lever.
Okay. Yeah, those fish seem to get in through the porthole before you get there. But yeah, you pull that lever, and you guys see just like a bunch of shutters come down on all the portholes along that left-hand wall. And so this area is now sealed. But the fish that got in are hungry for blood, and they are going to start making attacks against Chauncey.
Yeah. Nom 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 nom.
It's like piranhas.
Yeah, basically. So none of them hit, but they're all just like nomming on him, and you see them just like all basically attached by the teeth to various parts of his armor.
Could I attack them with the barrel of my gun and then attack them with the bullets that come out of the barrel while it's in their mouth or something?
Okay, interesting.
Can I like if I get the attack off with the barrel, would that put it like in their mouth and I could pull a trigger? Like poof, as my second attack.
Yeah, because like rules as written is firearms automatically miss at any range underwater, but I will say, given the condition, you could probably get one shot off. Like, obviously the shell ejection would probably flood the chamber, but you could get one shot off if you just place it, like, right up into one.
But then it's just a dud from there, right?
Yeah.
I can't reload it, huh? Don't have any other. Yeah. Now, is it gonna be like the 2-shot, or am I only allowed to shoot 1 shot?
I would say in this particular circumstance, you could only do 1 shot.
Okay, so how's it gonna work? Am I gonna attack them with the barrel first? You said. Does that work?
Yeah. If you would
Or
like to make a melee
attack?
attack, first, you may do that, and we'll see if this hits.
Just straight. $16.
16 hits.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your
then this
damage.
attack- was that 1D? Is that
D6.
D6 or D4?
Yeah, D6 plus your strength.
Oh yeah, 4 damage.
All
Take
right.
that new job.
So you just like jab it, and you're gonna pull off a shot.
Yeah, I'll pull off a shot, and that's my AR. I should have said headshot. Dang it. 7.
All right, so you shove the barrel into it, just underwater, and that creature just explodes. But your shotgun is no longer operable for now.
That was my AR.
Oh, your AR. Your AR is no longer operable.
I just sling it over my back in slow motion because I'm underwater.
Yeah. Cartwright is also gonna swing out one of these things on you with her kukri. Which hits, and given that you're in sneak attack range, I don't think I need to roll for damage, because the minimum she would do would kill here. So, yeah, another one just like, she just impales it with her kukri. But yeah, is anybody else doing
in
anything?
initiative?
Not currently.
Oh.
We're just doing this like ad lib. So, just tell me what you guys are doing.
I'm gonna try to kill this other one.
Okay.
Can
I'm
I
gonna move over here.
grab it? Can I
Okay.
like reach to grab it with an attack and then punch it with another attack? Like
Also,
grapple and punch.
Katara sees down this hall, and you see that there is another one of these sea creepers in this hall. But so you're trying to attack this fish again?
Yeah, can I grapple it and punch it?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make an unarmed strike. But before you get to do that, since it's, you already made 2 attacks, it makes an attack on you.
No.
Oh yeah, with your new AC, that doesn't hit.
Yeah. So same thing then.
Mhm. Yeah, just plus
It
strength.
takes strength to do. Okay.
Yeah, just pure strength modifier, no proficiencies, and since you're not proficient with striking.
9.
No, it doesn't hit, but you do have an extra attack.
Yeah, I'll try another 15.
Oh, that came out late for me.
Again. It came out early and then took it back and rolled it again, but it was the same number.
All right, yeah. 15 hits.
Okay. Take this. Oh. I'm slow punching in the water. There's a lot of resistance I'm not used to.
Yeah.
I did it again. Why did it do that
Yeah,
again?
it's
It rolled
coming.
it
It's
out.
coming in late for me. I'm only
Look at
seeing
that.
it once, but yeah.
I
So,
get to see it twice.
you're just
Failed
like
twice.
punching this fish. Cartwright's also going to help you out with that. Yeah, which he also kills that thing. And just like, and just carves it off of you. A bunch of blood is starting to fill the water in this chamber.
I'm gonna try to swing at the one that's not being attached to.
Okay. 15 hits.
All right. All right. 3 shock. And 6. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay,
14, 14 total plus 3 shock.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And then
Chalk this stuff.
extra attack with
Also
that.
hits.
And then, yeah, plus 4 shock.
Okay.
Nuri's gonna shock this other one again.
All right, go for it. So yeah, you just like jab your baton into this thing and just like psh, psh, a couple of times, just being very careful, only to shock it once you've embedded the end inside its torso. But it is also going to make an attack at you while Nuri is making her damage rolls.
All right.
So I don't need to roll to hit it again, right?
Not while your connection is still intact.
Oh.
It's an 8 to hit, so it misses you, Katara.
Oh my. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, you just, like, continue shocking that one and just... And you see it just, like, basically, like, a little pop come out of the back of it as blood starts to seep out, and it just, like, looks like a fried carcass right now.
Let's splash
Still
on
alive?
Kataro.
No,
Guitar
yeah,
is just-
that thing's down for the count, and you could reel your wire back in.
Just gonna... High.
23 hits, yeah, so...
14,
damage
another
on that.
14. Plus 5 shock.
No, yeah, you take that one out as well, and just like... And just like whack it over the head, and it just goes limp and starts floating towards the ceiling.
Alright. So... Okay. So we can't... we still can't speak. What are we doing about this water?
Oh.
The rest of you downstairs, are you guys doing anything? And you guys would notice that like those grates that are along the floor of the lower level just do go back down out into the water like some distance below.
Hmm.
Muted, Lauren.
I just said okay. On level A,
Mm-hmm.
the grates go down to the water.
Yeah.
Is there anything above us? Ceiling?
Above you, well, in the same location that this ladder is here, like right here on this floor, they just see like this hatch in the ground. On your
But there's
level,
no
you'd
grates.
see the ladder going up to that hatch.
But there's no grates.
No grates within the like not on the upper floor, no.
All right.
But on the floor on your level, you do see some grates.
So... Well, I mean, I'm not down there, but... It's giving me ideas.
I mean, if you want to try to open that hatch,
That's
we
what I
don't know
mean,
what's
like-
going on up there.
That's true.
Could I do like SOS through the walkie-talkie? Because we can't really talk underwater, but I could like hit buttons.
You could hit buttons, yeah, and they would receive like little bleep bloops on their end.
Yeah, I'll just keep bleep 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 bleep. Maybe he can get a bleep bleep black bleep bleep back.
I guess, like, I'm gonna try to open the hatch.
Okay.
Just-
There's quite a bit of pressure weighing down on it, so you like start turning the wheel, and then you attempt to pull up at it. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Oh, this is gonna go well.
I'll swim over. Can I assist her?
I mean,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
not
that went well.
you're not
She's
there
like,
presently,
"Ugh!"
but yeah, you swim around the corner and
Yeah.
you see her struggling.
She's like,
I give you like a little shoulder nudge once I actually arrive. Like, let me try this.
yeah, she backs away.
So you can make a strength check, Chauncey.
Oh yeah. Look
Oh
at
yeah,
that
so
muscle.
yeah, you come
Oh,
over
yeah.
and like she's already opened up the wheel valve, and you just like give it a good heave and just like curl it up from the wheel, and you open it just enough to start like you feel a lot of the water start moving and rushing towards that opening, and just on the lower level, the rest of you see that that trapdoor that's in the ceiling. Just water starts like pouring out of it, and or just like essentially squirting out of it in a fine amount around the edges and the rim, and it just gradually increases in pressure and just like and eventually with a good heave, like it would normally be progressing at that rate and you would have to hold it open, but with a good heave with that roll, you're able to just like and just throw it open, and it just flies open against the opposite wall and begins pouring out at a more rapid pace. So
As
yeah,
soon as
the water's just like pouring down onto this level, and just like it practically floods this area, the ground in that area a good bit, but like it gradually sinks back through the grates that are spread out along the floor and heads back into the seawater.
all right.
So it doesn't really get
Oh,
above
yeah.
like a knee height down on the A level, and eventually this entire and all these bodies just get like dragged and just like spit out down at the first level.
The heck? What the?
Yeah, so you see it just like this couple these creatures which you guys have never seen before just like flop out and just land limply on the ground.
That a horseshoe crab?
Oh no.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
is the water done
Sorry.
emptying through the hatch?
yeah. And Cartwright just like
Alright.
grabs onto like the valve on this door and to prevent herself from getting sucked down until the water is just gradually drained from this level. And you guys
Yeah.
are all soaking wet and dripping, but this and the floor and the walls, everything is just dripping wet up here. But Cartwright takes her rebreather out and she's just like, "Oh, I'm glad that's over."
I'm heading up the ladder.
All right, you dunk 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 up the ladder.
The guitar is just like, all right. Well, let's check these doors.
Ross, that's a question.
Mhm.
When Yuria uses like the toolcaster ability where it's like if she stays connected she shocks all at once, does that use needle cartridges or is it just one cartridge for the
No, it's just one
Okay.
shot. Yeah, you only expend one ammunition for that. And then you just
okay.
continually shock it through that. Yeah, same mechanics as in the Resident Evil 2 remake, which is where that was from. But yeah, that
Yeah,
only
that
uses
thing
up
is a
one shot,
blessing.
and then you just like keep adding charge to it.
Okay.
Yeah, that thing is a blessing.
No, yeah, it's amazing.
So I'll have Katara peek through this door.
Okay, Sarah follows Mr. G up to the second floor, so you dunk 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 up the ladder. Katara peeking through that door. You look into as you open it up and just open the door outwards. You look into what looks to be a chamber. It looks partially flooded up to like maybe shin height, but you see a bunch of fishes
no.
just like swimming around in the shallow water, and there you see these. Well, what you see is this kind of spacious chamber, again flooded up to shin height, and you see these glass tanks along the left and right walls, and all of them are just like shattered, and this area is just like full of these little things just swimming around. And upon seeing the opening, some of them start moving towards it.
She just closes and turns on. She closes, turns around, and just goes. So this room is flooded too, and there's a bunch of little fishies in here. Yeah. What's your door like?
She's gonna check out this door.
All right, so you try at that door. I think I mislabeled it on the map. Yeah, because that door's actually locked when you try it.
Oh.
And you see a card reader next to it. You, Nuria, would know that this is the hazmat storage, and does require a key card to get through.
She have that key card?
Not currently, no. There's only one for two for the entire facility. But you do not have one on you at the moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down to those bodies down that got
Does
flooded
Abby have
down
the
things.
key card?
What was that, G? You're heading down to the bodies?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut them up and see if they have a key card embedded in them somewhere.
Oh, okay. So you head down, you start carving them up. You take a few minutes to cut them open. They do not seem to have any key cards on them.
All right, I'm headed back up.
But they smell horrible, and you got some of their viscous insides on you.
Oh yeah. Yep. All right. So those two down there don't have anything on them. I think we're gonna have to find somebody else. Did you guys see anybody else on this floor?
In that room, just points. But I wouldn't
All right.
recommend opening that.
Well, we're gonna have to get in there anyways because if they've got the key card, then actually we're gonna have to clean them out. Regardless, that's our job. So we're gonna have to open up that door, kill whatever's in there. Maybe one of them will have the key card.
She's just like, well, just know that a few of them are by the door. Chauncey, what was in this room?
Wait, don't go in there. There's baddies in there, like lots of baddies. I seen them swimming around in the water.
It's also entirely flooded, you would know as well. Like up to the
Also,
roof.
yeah, it leveled out to the same level that this area was. So
Yeah,
I was
not opening.
Do
that
you
yet.
think maybe if we were to like open the door right here, and then each of us just kind of back away back here, and they'll just go down?
Yeah, then we'll just have to kill them on the bottom floor, but that'll work.
Yeah, you know what? Let's all stand back.
Cartwright moves away. She's just like, oh, that sounds like a novel idea.
All right, I'm gonna get my pistol ready. I'm just gonna start shooting at anything that starts coming out that door. So like as they're like sliding down, I'm just gonna shoot at everything that's going down.
It just like calls to Sarah. She's like, Sarah, move, get back here.
I'm actually gonna call to Sarah and tell her to go down into the submersible with the other girl and make sure that it's locked tight.
That's a good idea.
Actually, yeah.
Okay,
The one I'm going in there.
she is going down and listening to Chauncey.
Yeah. Don't mean to be mean, just you're the closest
You're the
one.
As she's climbing down, she just yells up, "You're the captain!"
Yeah, that we don't want the flood waters to bring these guys directly into a submersible.
So she'll go down and do that.
Okay, so you go down and you check back in with Abby, who's in the submersible, and you make sure the hatch on that is closed real tight.
Oh yeah.
You want me to open up this door for everyone and let them flush out?
All right, so you're gonna open it up.
I mean, if Nuri backs up a little bit,
You're right.
I don't want her to get sucked down the thing too.
Nuria?
Nuria. Hello.
You there?
You might want to move.
What did you say?
You might want to move. I'm opening up this door. Thank you.
Yeah, so you freaking like turn the valve and just like loosen it up enough for it to just fly open on its own as you back away, and the water starts pouring out of this chamber in this direction and that. I'm gonna make strength saving throws for each of them to see if they could fight against the current, because you know the the doorways do come up to about like mid shin height for you. So like there will still be a little bit of water left in here for those that can stay. But I'm just gonna roll strength checks or strength saves for them to see which ones make it. Let's put it at DC. Let's put it at DC 15. It's moderately difficult.
Just see him sucking through.
So nope.
Oh.
One of them succeeds. Another one succeeds. And there were 6 of them in total. That was 2 more. One of them definitely succeeds. So, how many? 3 of them succeed. But the rest just like come flooding out this door and just like go flying down towards the trap door. If Mr. G wanted to take some shots, he can.
I have advantage on them since I'm assuming they didn't know I was there, and I'm assuming I'm firing from a hidden position. I'm also assuming that they haven't taken a turn in combat yet.
Yeah, true. Yeah, all those things apply. So go ahead and make it your attacks with advantage, or your attack.
Can I get triple advantage?
Could I also be hitting them like as they're flopping out?
Yeah, just like whacking them.
Opportunity attacks of all these ones. That are
I'll say,
coming
yeah,
out.
you get one opportunity attack.
Oh, just one. Okay.
I'm firing full fire rate.
All right. With
my handgun.
Okay. So that hits. That does not hit.
Okay, that's fine. It's just swinging wildly with my gun, anyways. Like, oh, he's fast.
I forget
like
about
whack-a-mole.
headshot. Forget about headshot all the time. Okay, so that hits. Full fire rate. No headshot, 'cause I forgot. And I get sneak attack first. Yep. 30 points.
All right, so you just like, and it just like send a splatter of blood out of one of their head carapaces. All right, yeah, you got a burst fire handgun now.
Yeah. So actually, he pulls out this this new handgun that no one else has seen before, because this is the first time any of you have seen this handgun. Not the first time it's been fired this session, but the first time any of you have seen it. He pulls out this. I actually don't know exactly what the gun looks like, but it's got the what do you call it, like a little like foldable stock that he just quickly just like snaps into place, puts on his shoulder, and just like shoots down the hallway.
So you get off that 3-round burst on one of them, and you just see a splatter of blood as it goes like flying down to the lower level. So those 3 all get just ejected down there, while the others
and one of them is minus 30.
and one of them's minus 30. And the rest, the other 3 seem to still be in this room.
All right, but all the water's
Are they at the door though, or are they at the door, or are they just like?
Are you looking inside?
Yeah.
So take a peek inside.
A lot of stuff.
You do see one of them at the door, and the others making their way towards it, because now the water level has fallen.
Can we head to open up that top door?
Okay. At this point, I would say, if you guys are going to clear this out, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh, wow.
Let's see.
Where are all these rolls when there was stuff that could actually kill us?
Okay, so what are you guys at?
G is at 25, which is the highest I could possibly roll.
Oh, wow. You were polar opposites this time.
I know.
Oh, I guess I'm next. Sorry, 17 for Chauncey.
And then 11 for Katara.
What about Sarah? Since
She's downstairs.
Yeah, but there's stuff down there.
Oh, well, she's in the
Nearest 20.
submersible.
Oh, okay.
So that was 7 for Katara, was it? Or
No,
11?
I said 11.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And Nuria was 20. Okay, so top of the round, Mr. G, you get to go first.
All right.
Um,
I'm going to.
Hold on, real quick. If Lisa does want to be in combat, I could always message her through the Bluetooth and be like, "Okay, 3 made it down to the lower level."
True.
So if she wants to roll initiative and join in the fight,
I
she's
mean,
more than
I
welcome to.
can. Hold on.
Well, I mean, do you
We'll
want
be down
to,
there pretty
though?
shortly.
Yeah, you don't.
I
have
mean,
to,
it gives
you don't
me
want to.
practice.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Just remember though, you have 3 all on your lonesome.
we'll deal with it. 15.
Okay.
Alright, 15. Okay, so, Mr. G, you're moving.
Do I think that those in there know my whereabouts? Because they haven't seen me and I haven't seen them.
They have not seen you yet, and they also haven't taken a move in combat.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm opening the door and firing.
Alright, so you open it up, you look into this chemistry room, and you do see like these sort of tables that are currently obscuring your view from most of them. I would give them, I would say, well, but you are on a bit of a...
Charles here.
Yeah, let's see.
It's 20 feet to get there, so that's full 30 feet to get to the behind that table.
Okay.
Would I be able to fire over it?
Okay, yeah, I would allow it. Yeah, from this
Just like,
position, you have a
sliding
clear
on that
shot.
slick floor, just like, and then
Yeah.
positioning myself like, on half cover.
I would actually go as far as to say it's difficult terrain, because this water does come up to about your shins, which is where you would have to step over the door from. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it does
there
take
is a lip.
Yeah, there is a lip. But you,
Okay.
I was
wondering
it'll
if it was
just take
fully empty.
Yeah, it would just take all of your movement to get to where you are now. So yeah,
Yeah.
but you
I'm
can
cool
still
with
take that shot. So go ahead and make an attack
Yeah.
roll with advantage.
Firing at the very. No, I'm firing at the one at the door.
Okay, the one by Chauncey.
Yeah. Oh, headshot.
All right. Oh, good thing for advantage. Wait, it says a 1, but
Wait,
it
it
says a
didn't
17
even-
Wait, what?
on the.
It was a
okay.
19, and then it fell over onto a 1, but it took the 19.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so the way roll 20 works in such a way to where, like, if it had already landed on the number specifically
Oh.
and then it rolls off, it'll take the number it landed on.
Well, either way,
It's like,
we go with what's in the chat. So you get your 25. So
25
go
to
ahead
hits.
Yeah, roll your damage.
Hits. All right. So that is with headshot.
and sneak attack.
Full fire rates. Oh, I didn't say full fire rate, but I'm doing full fire rate.
Okay, should I assume always full fire rate on you?
Yes, because I got the ammo.
All right.
Unless I specify otherwise, I'm shooting to kill
All right.
with headshot with sneak attack.
Oh, yeah.
41 points of piercing on the one at the door.
No, yeah, you riddle that thing with bullets, and it just like goes limp in a puddle of red that begins to mystify into the water.
Sweet. And then I'm gonna just duck down and bonus action hide.
All right, roll a stealth check. And Nuri, you're on deck.
So Nuri's gonna move up to, I believe it was.
Okay, you're pretty well hidden.
She moves up to here.
Okay. Well, it's difficult terrain once you get in the water. So, do you still have the movement for that?
Oh,
Because it's, every space it takes another 5 feet to move a square.
Yeah, so that's 5 feet. Then
So that's 5 plus 5. Oh yeah, that's 25 feet to get there. You have 5 feet left. Actually, you can't move. Yeah, you'd be able to move one more square if you want.
yeah, you can move one more square.
I can?
Yeah, from where you
But
are
that's
right
it.
That'll
now.
be
yeah.
because that'll be 30 right
Yeah,
there.
because that's 5 feet. That's 5 feet, and then that's 20
That's
feet,
10
and then
feet.
that's 20 feet or 30 feet.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's your full movement. So you see these things hanging out in the middle of the water, and they're just like.
The spark shot this one over here.
All right, roll for attack.
That is McBilly. I remember that.
That just hits. It was a 13.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
Double nines.
Oh.
Oh, snap, son. So yeah, you shoot the spark shot at this one, and it just like the bolts go right into it, and just like, and you see it just like go erect and just like standing straight upright practically as it flails in the water, and then just like goes limp and sinks.
Ooh.
That was 21 points of.
Shock damage.
Okay.
Only 42
Yeah.
for 10.
All right, so that's Chauncey's turn up next.
Pew pew. Shake the water out my AR, and then I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Well, I would say for the AR, it would probably be a bit of a lengthier process to get it functional again. I would say you'd have to do some like disassembly and whatnot, so that would take a few minutes.
Gotta get the gunk out of it.
Well, taking a few minutes, cleaning my gun. Sorry, guys, you're on your own. Look like I gotta slam this door shut and just walk over here.
You're just gonna start working on your gun?
Yep, cleaning my gun.
All right.
Just like shaking the water out.
All right, so next up, the Sea Creepers are going to take their turn. There's only one of them left, and it only knows of one person right now, of one target, so it's going to just, like, duck under the water, and you just see it splash, and just, like, go under the water. The water is low enough that you could pretty much see it while it's moving under, but you see it just, like, swiftly move over here. Oop. Keep double-clicking today.
I hope I'm not killing Lucas right now.
Actually,
I've
I will say...
been keeping track. There's these account for the last of the people in the facility.
Well, because also
if
there was
people, they were creatures before this. Weren't they doing experiments?
Are these ones are these humanoid based, or are these not human?
So we'll get to that in a sec, but first it's going to make a bite attack against you.
Plus,
17 to
there's
hit.
still 3 downstairs.
Okay, so it just like jumps out of the water, and you haven't tracked its movement through the water. You just like are able to pretty swiftly move out of the way as it just like snaps in midair and falls back into the water. So meanwhile, Sarah is downstairs. Would you like to do anything?
Hi. I'm gonna get out of the submersible on account that Chauncey told her that there were 3 down there.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna take the shot at the closest, if she can see any from where she is.
Okay. How much movement do you have?
30 feet.
Let's see. Let me look at the other place really quick. To get from where you're at, it would probably, after some climbing, you need to use a dash before you get within eyesight of any of them.
Then she will. Yeah, she's gonna action dash, bonus action heal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Okay.
1d8.
So you're just gonna heal yourself?
Yes. Yeah. I'm going for it. Okay, 6.
So you get 6 hit points.
Okay. I know she's here somewhere. Yeah, I put her back at the ladder. Okay. Alright. That's the end of my turn.
All right. So, when you get it, you head out into those hallways with your movement, and by the time you get to the area where you see the sea creepers, you see them just like flopping around on the dry ground, and they look pretty useless.
It's hilarious.
And they cannot breathe.
She giggles. She giggles. It's hilarious to her.
What was that? You went to the robot.
You message us, like alert us that they're down there suffocating.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah, you just call it in.
Yeah, hey, they're useless out of water.
Okay.
All right, so after your turn, Agent Cartwright's up next. She is just going to go ahead and bonus action dash all the way over here. And she is going to draw her burst fire handgun and take a shot at that one.
Good night.
Oh.
Which hits.
It's okay, they're all downstairs.
I do believe, if I've got my bonuses right. By the way, that hits. And, well, let's see how much damage she does, because that's sneak attack, because Nuria's fighting it.
Well.
Yeah, so. Alright, so she fires a full burst and just, like, riddles this thing, and just, like, and just, like, puts a shot through its head. It is bleeding all over the place, but it still is hanging on by a thread.
Still, wow.
But that is the end of her turn. Next up is Katara.
So, as a question, because of, like, her thing, can I just move in that water, no problem?
Yeah, actually, I would allow it, yeah, because that's part of the...
Okay.
Since it's just a generally aquatic-based adaptation, you would probably, yeah, get general advantages for all water-based detriments.
Okay, I'm just gonna come in there with the baton.
First attack
extra
misses.
Ah!
Second attack also misses, as this thing is just like, it ducks back into the water, and you're just like trying to swing at it all the while.
Yeah,
It's like fishing. It's like fishing with a stick.
She's not. She's bonus action. Bonus action, just flame spray. If this misses, I'm gonna be sad.
Oh, so misses.
Wow.
Wow.
So you just like, in your rage, just like pull out your canister and just attempt to flame it, and the fire just like hits the surface of the water and just doesn't go any further.
Okay. That's it.
Sorry.
That's rough. It's got like one hit point left.
Yeah. Like,
Mr. G is back at the top of the round.
Well, I guess I'm going to. This is gonna be difficult to keep track of the numbers, but I'm leaping over the table, which I think is half movement. So actually, no, then that would just be.
No, that's normal movement to get over the table.
Is it?
Well, it'd be half
Okay, so-
movement if you're vaulting it. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, that's true because
Yeah.
it's all climbing movement. So everything's just all halved basically.
Exactly. So okay, so this is all difficult terrain.
Or all doubled rather. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm getting to here, which is 20.
Mhm.
Oh, wait a minute. This door is locked, right? This door got closed?
It got closed. Yeah.
Got close.
Oh, never mind. I'm not jumping over. Because I was gonna exit that door, but
I mean, you can open it.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. You can't open it. It's not locked,
I
but it's just
got
closed.
it.
Okay. All right, then I'm going over it. I'm pulling out my knife, and I'm just gonna stab this thing.
All right.
Can I headshot it?
Not with your knife.
27.
That hits. You just as you're running by.
You could give it just a quick stab, put it out of its misery. Poor thing. Bonus action dash to get out of the room because I think I need to get out.
Okay.
That's 30
Well, we're out
feet
of initiative
there.
now because that was the last enemy. So.
I'm going to the other room.
Oh, to the aquarium.
Yeah.
All right.
Someone told me there was enemies in there. That's 30. I used 20, so I have 10 feet left. So I think I can get there.
Gotcha.
Or I can get there. Because this is at 50 feet, and then that's 55 and 60. Yeah.
All right, so you're getting that far?
Oh wait, no, we still have to. The ones downstairs are still suffocating and dying and stuff, so I don't think we need to worry about them, right? Should I peek down there to see if they're gonna die soon, or
It's up to you.
or should I go through this door first? I'm asking the party. Wait, no, my movement's done. I won't be able. Someone else will be able to peek down the door first.
Hmm.
We're all stuck in the room.
But if I end my turn here, I'll ask like, hey, I'm gonna check down there, see if those guys need to be taken out, or should we just clear out this room real quick?
I'd say
Last I
check
checked,
down
they were
there.
dying on their own downstairs.
All right, I'm gonna go check down there, see make sure they're dying on their own.
Okay. So you're taking a look?
Just dipping my head down, checking up on things, just like watch them flop until they stop flopping.
You see them flop. They look like they're gonna be flopping for a little bit, but they're on their way.
Hmm.
They're still continually flopping over the course of your turn.
Well, this is my next turn.
Okay, so are we like out of initiative at
Now
this
we
point
are
then?
because now I'm just gonna put one shot into each of them while hanging down just to speed things up. I'm basically hanging down through the hole and just like
Yeah. Just to
headshots all the way through and
yeah. I'll say for the sake of expediency, you could just expend. There's 3 of them down there, so we'll just say expend 12 rounds in total to just kill them all. Because you could pretty.
I'm only doing one shot. Just
Oh, okay,
one
gotcha.
bullet. Because if they're dying, I just want to make it faster. And
Yeah.
putting one through the head. One headshot per bullet.
Gotcha.
But this one's
So just
just
3 rounds. Yeah. So yeah, you just like put one bullet through each of them, and they're bleeding and suffocating, and
Yeah, I mean, I've got. It's still 3d6 plus 3d6 plus 10 plus.
yeah, exactly. So
1d6 plus 3d6 plus 10.
yeah,
Eventually,
so
that'll
within 5 minutes, they're all dead.
Yeah.
And they're not moving anymore. So as you guys gather yourselves and prepare to clear the last couple of rooms, that is probably going to be where we're going to end tonight's session.
All right.
So,
Somebody check those bodies. I think they might be researchers. I need to double check, apparently.
oh yeah, so I was also, before we end, I was going to mention, like, Nuria spent, like, these past 9 months researching the T-Abyss virus, so she's probably well aware of pretty much all the ins and outs of it. Nuria, you would know that these sea creepers are, are human infected, like the ooze. But the ooze are what males transform into, and sea creepers are what females transform into. So all of the staff would be either the ooze or the sea creepers.
Oh, so we already killed Lucas.
No, actually, so I was looking back at my numbers. There are 8 sea creepers, which is the ones that were upstairs, and there were 7 ooze downstairs, which means we're missing 1 person unaccounted for.
Oh.
Because it would be that would be 15 total, plus you 2 is 17, but there was 18 staff, so we're missing 1. So Lucas
One of
could
them
still
exploded into all those fishes.
So that's where we're gonna wind down for tonight. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll be back, or at least we plan to be back at the same time next week. New time, Saturday evenings for this stream, and of course the VOD will go up on Monday as usual. But until then, we'll see you guys later. Peace. Squared. Have a good night. God bless.
Good night, your dreams, all the good things.